And we are live. Good evening, everybody, and happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. We appreciate that. Sean is with family, so he won't be in here this evening. But Austin is gracious enough to come up and read chat and help us out. So, Austin, thank you so much, as usual.
Of course.
We may have another guest come in here in a little bit. I know Stan was over at the bait shop, so I know he's home, so he may pop in here in a little while. But as you can see, I'm out on the water. It is cold out here.
Yep.
It is currently 45 degrees. And I am not the only one on the water because here comes another boat.
Yep.
But there was one other truck in the parking lot when I got here. But yeah, there's actually there's steam coming or fog coming off the water now. And the water's warm.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the water temp's probably in the high 50s. Oh,
yeah,
got another guest.
It was 58 the other day.
What's
Go.
Go. Hold on. I got to do my turkey sound. Hold on a second. I'll get my hands out of the gloves.
Sounds like Daffy Duck.
It sounds like a drowning turkey.
You go, so Dustin, you look cold. You look cold.
Yes, James, I am freezing. But that's okay.
No, well, not us with the heater in the cab and the.
Yeah, okay. Keep going.
Yeah.
I'll kick you out. No, I'm just kidding.
We just had a good takedown on a live bluegill, but he wrapped us up in something and we lost him.
Oh,
well,
man.
dang it. Excuses. Here we go.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was bummed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me put the phone in a holder here.
All right. I've had.
Otherwise, you're
sorry,
going to get seasick.
How's it going, Ramhead 64? Skull Rush in the house. We got Greg Burgess, Fishing the Mid-South. How's everybody doing? Like Dustin said, happy Thanksgiving. Nubby's Catfishing. What's up? Rhonda, Fishing for Whiskers. How's it going? Joshua.
I saw that holder here. There it is.
351 Cleveland, and as always, number one, Mike Sampson. All right.
So I will say, let's see, James, the heater only works when there is no solar flares. Hope you checked it.
I did check it, and there are some minor solar flares tonight. Nothing big, though.
All right. We should be good. Yeah, look
I'm
at
sure
that.
I'm sure they're saving it for December 2nd and 9th.
Yep, exactly.
This is one of the two bigger ones that came out of the gill net this evening.
Yeah, I saw that.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah. The land of plenty.
Good quality bait.
Absolutely. Drop the gill
The
net.
land of plenty.
You dropped the gill net.
I have had one bite, but nothing's taking anything in.
Did you drop the gill net where we have been dropping the gill net recently?
Actually, no. I came right off the boat ramp.
Okay.
Because to be honest with you, it's cold out here. I didn't want to go far.
Yeah.
So there's the boat ramp.
Gotcha. Well, there's been some good fish caught right off that ramp. So
yeah, I'm just spot. Off to the left side. There's an old dock or whatever over here to my left. I'm in about 20-some foot of water. The current is currently in. Well, it will flip. It's going to be coming in here shortly, which means my boat's going to churn and I'm going to have to reposition.
Yep.
But
there's Hilly Billy Hondo saying, "Hey, Austin and James and everybody."
Hey.
Donald Long, what's up, Donald? And
yeah, got a blight on.
Ramhead 64 saying Dustin got his bait from Brian B's mini.
There you
go.
No, these aren't eel.
Yeah, those aren't store bought.
These are gift shed.
Yeah.
Brian don't know nothing about that.
It's actually illegal to buy and sell shad in the state of Virginia. Fish in the Mid-South says if you catch, well, wait a minute. if you catch enough fish, you can put them in the net and use the net as a paddle. There you go.
So we get the
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Just so I can put the camera up. Now that it's up, you can go back where it's hot because I'm hot.
Rhonda saying, Dustin, when you have a chance, could you make Mid-South a mod, please? I will let him know in case he didn't hear that. Hey, there's B&B Catfishing Paul. How's it going, Paul? Haven't seen you in a while. Hey, Dustin, Austin, James.
I'm gonna go right here. Jody.
So how's it going, Jody and James? Y'all have a good Thanksgiving?
Gobble, 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 gobble.
Gobble, 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 gobble.
That was good. I deep fried a turkey.
Yep, that's what we did. That's what my dad, anyways. He did 2 of them.
Lots of Cajun spice and yummy, yummy, yummy.
Oh yeah, good stuff. Along with all the normal fixins.
Yep.
Well, good deal. Jody, did you do any of the cooking?
No.
No.
Nope.
Why not?
Not the first thing. My daughter did most of it.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Took it to my mom's. We had a gathering over there.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool.
All right, get him, Jody.
Y'all getting a bite?
Nope.
All right, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I just wouldn't make. I did see that comment. So Mid-South, you are now a moderator along with a couple other people.
Okay. Cool.
White one on the
And
right.
just a big shout out to Mid-South for reading chat for us last week. Did a great job. Thank you so much.
Yep. Did a great job. Fishing with Jeff Beal. What's up, Jeff?
Hey, Jeff.
He's saying hello.
Take one of his blankets.
Hey, real quick, I wanted to let everybody know F.O.A. is having a Black Friday sale. So use the I just had it.
F.O.A. 23 or something?
No, it's something 23.
Give 23.
Give 23. That's right. So give 23 at checkout. You'll get 23% off, I think is what it is.
And he said through Saturday or through Saturday?
Yeah, it's through Saturday.
Yep. Yeah, so go check out FOAcustomsandgear.com. Get yourself some rods, some hooks, some dragon weights, bottom pounders. All your fishing supplies you can get at FOAcustomsandgear.com. Some of the best gear on the market. And planer boards too. So
Yep. 2 different size planer boards. You got mediums and large.
And they're gonna I think he said he's gonna be making some smalls here coming up soon.
Okay. And there's also some hand-tied rigs from Stand 3. So
yep.
They just got put on the website, and if you know Stand 3, then you know those rigs work. So go ahead and get you some.
It's F.O.A. Get your weight up.
Or as Jody likes to say, get your weight up. Oh, it is chilly out here.
Ramhead 64
I gotta turn this heater down.
Ramhead 64 saying that Jody burns water and tries to boil it. Yeah, that's why I asked.
I don't want you to be cold. Just trying to.
But Jody can't boil water if the AC is on in the house. You got to make sure that the AC is off.
True. That's true. Hey, 922 Crappy Barbecue. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, 922?
There's Fish in the Mid-South. Dropping the link for FOAcustomsandgear.com with the code GIVE23.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
I'm not sure if the codes are case sensitive or not. But
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think they are, but just in case, you could use all caps. If it doesn't work, just use all caps.
Freddie might pop in here in a little bit, so just if you want to remember to ask him, that'd be great.
I will do my best to remember that. Yep, 922 saying Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Same to you, sir.
Yep, same to you.
If y'all want to go rewatch the bait shop, Chad and Freddie and them did a great show today. A lot of specials going on, and they showed the websites and the told about the discount codes and all that stuff for some of the Black Friday sales going on.
Sweet. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, they do it every year. So go check out the bait shop, and you can get the discounts, the codes to put in to apply for the sales and stuff that all those places are having.
Yeah, that's probably what I'll have to do. I'll have to go and rewatch it because I wasn't able to watch much of it. So we just got home less than an hour ago from my parents' house. So
I hope you didn't eat too much.
I ate a lot. I did. I was
Okay.
pretty miserable there for a minute, but it was worth it.
Yeah, I've got my rest of my plate. Like I said, I had a headache
Right
there towards the end of lunchtime. So my plate's actually in the microwave, but I did make me a turkey sandwich on the way out here. I got another one in the truck.
Perfect. That's like the best part of Thanksgiving.
Yep, and then I'm going to have me some more stuffing and gravy. Oh,
Yeah, I was already in my coma, a turkey-induced coma earlier.
Yeah. Yep.
Man, there's a lot of wild animals out here tonight. I've heard wolves. I've heard what sounded like deer, owls, what sounds like coyotes.
Yep.
Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my.
Oh my.
Sometimes, yeah, a lot of times a cold night, that for whatever reason,
Makes them active.
it will make wildlife active. On land, anyways.
Yes. Hey, the animals, welcome in. Thank you so much. Yeah, there's it's currently about 45 degrees out here on the water outside. Water temp's probably in the mid to high 50s. So there's a fog rolling off the water, but there is not a cloud in the sky. It is a beautiful evening. Moon's nice and bright right above me. Wild animals.
You got Danimals in chat. What's up, Dan? Happy Thanksgiving, Dustin, Austin, James, Jody, and everyone in chat. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. Then you got a 205 Wild Action. What's up, buddy? Good evening,
Hey,
y'all. Good luck to everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Get your wife.
There it is.
Hey, Crappy Day Fish On. What's up, man?
What's going on?
He says, hello, good people.
Man, I gotta give a big shout out to my cousin. He gave me there was a zip up hooded jacket that his old company gave him. That's it's not really thick, but it's a thicker jacket, and it's got it's really nice. I am nice and comfortable in this jacket.
That's awesome.
I forgot to wear an extra pair of pants under my overalls, so my legs are a little chilly, but I'm good other than that.
Hey, there's Catfishing Dreams. What's up, Brandon?
What's going on, Catfishing Dreams?
Lance McCoo the cool guy. He says, what's going on in here? Just everybody saying happy Thanksgiving to each other, pretty much.
Oh, yeah, and we're fishing.
Yeah, we're fishing. Well, I'm not fishing.
They're fishing.
They're fishing, yeah.
Hopefully we'll be catching here shortly.
There's Size Matters, Andrew. What's up? My John Boat brother.
What's going on, Andrew?
You see anything come from the walk yet?
No.
Brandon says he's relaxing like a fat kid. Yeah.
Well, thank y'all for coming in and spending your time with us this evening. Hopefully we can put a fish in the boat, but if not, thank you for choosing to take some time out of your evening and spend with us tonight.
That's right.
And as always, Austin, thank you for reading chat. James and Jody, thanks for coming up and fishing with us.
Welcome.
Yeah, we might have to make a quick move here pretty quick because there's something coming up through the lock. And if it's going to be a barge, we're going to be right in his way.
Oh, boy. Yeah,
it could be a little boat.
I may move on the other side of the boat ramp when the tide starts to flip.
When's the tide supposed to flip, Dustin?
The high tide was at 7:45, so I'm guessing probably around 8:45, 9 o'clock.
Gotcha.
So your bite should be good about 9:30, 10?
I strike that. Low tide was at 7:45, so it's going
to
the tide's going to start coming in. So probably around 9 o'clock. Well, it's 9 o'clock now, so any time now. So how's everybody feeling in your house, Austin? Everybody feeling better? Oh, sorry.
Mrs. Fever still has a cough, so I'm muting. I'm trying to mute when she is coughing, but yeah, everybody's feeling okay. Other than Mrs. Fever has had a cough for about 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
So I feel bad for her with that, but no, everybody's feeling okay.
Good.
Rhonda, Fishing for Whiskers, says Dustin has a mouse in his pocket, therefore he is saying we. Yep.
What do you mean?
When you said we are fishing.
Yeah, I'm fishing.
Yeah, we are fishing.
Fishing.
Yep.
Fishing.
They're speaking French. Oui, oui.
Oui, oui.
Oui, oui.
There's Chucky. What's up, Chucky?
Chucky. Dang, Nate's got the cough too.
There you go, Brandon from Catfishing Dreams saying, I'm trying to talk the wife into investing into some multi-bars. Yeah, it's definitely an investment because they're not cheap, but they're pretty cool. And then if you look at Stan 3's boat, he actually made his own multi-bars out of some scrap material, and I think they turned out really nice. I think they've got all the same function as the multi-bars do. So
they do.
They fold and they twist and they turn and different things. And
yep.
Then he put a false or he extended or he put a platform in on the back of the boat where he can step. It extends his bench, so he can step onto the back of the boat to make it easier to grab the rods.
Yeah, maybe.
Behind that back bench. So he's got a pretty good setup on the cheap. So, hey, there's JG Hill Studio, Evening Dustin, Austin, James and Jody. Catch one or two. They're trying, JG. They're trying.
Welcome in, JG. It's this fog keeps getting thicker and thicker. It's rolling over the boat.
Yeah, it's the more the temperature drops, the thicker it's going to get.
Good thing I didn't go far from the dock.
Kind of like me.
You want a bluegill? I'll get them out.
The more the temperature drops, the thicker I get. Start fattening up in the winter. There's Catfishing Fresno, CVA. What's up, man?
What's up, CVA? I popped in his live the other day.
I saw he was live, but I missed it. I wasn't able to go in there, so my bad. Rhonda saying 7/12. Hope that cough goes away soon. She gave the thumbs up, saying thank you. Brandon saying I made my rack now that's 100% removable in 5 minutes, but I lose fighting space. Yeah, I hear you.
My rack also is removable, so those the 3 rods holders on each side pull out. I got rubber caps to go on the side, and I put the rod racks underneath the seat.
Yeah, so in other words, there was no bait.
Right. Yep. Most of us are fishing with some kind of homemade setup. It seems like mine's all hand built. LG Bass, Tom, what's up, Tom?
Hey, Tom, thanks for coming in.
Yep, fishing with Jeff Beal. Jeff saying Stan 3 did a great job. He had a chance to look at it. So, yeah, it turned out good. Really good. Hey, Bugman22. What's up, Bugman? Saying, hey, you all. Good to see yous.
What's going on, Buggy?
That's right, Brandon. Brandon says catfishermen are engineers. That's right. Yep. Dang, now I got a cough. It's contagious. Goober Time Guide Service. Dan, what's up?
Hey, happy Thanksgiving,
says,
Dan. Thanks for coming in.
Yep. Says happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, Dan.
Oh, boy. Oh.
Rhonda says, evening, Bugman. Saw that you are doing the morning show instead of John Parker, I'm assuming. Hope he feels better soon, and I will do my best to stop in tomorrow. So,
Yeah.
Best wishes to Mr. Parker, and check out Bugman in the morning.
I think he said, is Bugman? Oh, so Bugman's taking over? Because I know John had posted saying there was no show tomorrow.
Based off of what Rhonda just said, it looked like Bugman was going to take the reins.
Got it.
Jeff Beal saying, apparently my rod rack looks like a deck.
It looks like a desk.
Like a porch.
It looks like a desk from middle school.
Oh, a desk. Okay.
I saw it on Jodi's show last week.
Yeah. Brandon says, Jeff, it works, and that's all that matters.
That is correct.
Very true. Very true. Bugman says he talked to John a little while ago. Rhonda says that Bug shared out that JP is under the weather, so he'll be doing the show instead during.
Gotcha, I didn't see that.
Yeah, okay.
I last night, I didn't get nothing on it, but that doesn't mean it ain't gonna happen again.
Oops, not be doing.
Gotcha.
Oh boy,
it's cold out there.
A little bit.
Temperature
And I don't have
dropped.
the luxury of a space heater.
Yeah. The temperature dropped quick too.
That it did. I was actually in a I mean, I have a t-shirt and a kind of a sweater on underneath this, but then as soon as I got out here on the water, I had to put I was out here for probably about 45 minutes, and I had to put my jacket on. Now I might throw my other hoodie up top of this one.
Yeah. There's a new name for me, cross-eyed catfishing.
Hey, welcome in, cross-eyed.
Yep, welcome in. He says, sorry I'm late. What did I miss? Just some good conversation so far. Got Dustin from Team Snaggin Whiskers trying to catch a fish on the James River, and then you got Cool Cats with Jodi.
That one over here's alive.
Fishing the Tennessee River, trying to do the same thing. Thank you very much for coming into the show.
Back
Glad to have you here.
On the float.
Rhonda says, I wish Itty Bitty would stop working 6 nights a week. Fishing has really come to a halt because of it. Yeah, I hear you. But at least he's working. Or it could be worse. But I know what you're saying. Oh, hey, we can go live now.
Oh, thanks, Chad.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
What's up, Chad?
We won't tell him we've been live for 24 minutes.
Yeah, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
It's a secret. We'll keep it between us.
Yeah. JG Hill, I have been up since 4 this morning. We'll keep watching, jumping out of chat. Happy Thanksgiving, my friends. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, buddy. Thank you for watching.
Happy Thanksgiving, JG. Hope you get some rest tonight.
Yeah, Chad, I was telling Dustin I'm going to have to go back and watch the bait shop. I got home a little later than what we thought, so I wasn't able to watch much of it at
in my
all.
green dress.
Right there.
Well, Cross-eyed's asking
Thank
about the
you.
bite. It's been, I think it's more of a day bite at this point.
Close that front
Yeah.
window.
That's what it seems.
I'm sorry. No, it will help you warm up.
Hoping to bring your son here on Saturday.
I understand.
What were
Okay.
you thinking about launching?
Get up.
I'm sorry, but I'm just trying to get you warm.
Hey, Troy from Real and Virtual Outdoors. Hello, Austin and Dustin. I'm watching, but I'm trying to get my police game ready to try to do a live tomorrow night, maybe. Very cool.
Hope you have extra vehicles in that game because you're going to crash them all, Troy.
I know it. 922 says, I got a lot of strut material. I'm trying to figure out I'm going to make them into rod racks. That's what I used. I used all 7/8 unistrut and 3/8 stainless hardware. Jeff Beal says, for $40, Dustin, Dynaglow 15,000 BTU propane single tank top portable heater. Yeah, you can get them. You can get them on pretty good deals. Actually, tomorrow, yeah, I mean Black Friday probably would be a good time to get one, Dustin.
Yeah, I might look into that.
Yeah, I might do the
There
same.
you go. Walmart had the single one for $38.
There you go. Around the
If you're
same.
in the open, a single one ain't enough.
Do y'all got a double one, Jody?
Yes.
Okay.
And I can tell when one of my eyes ain't working, I'm cold.
Hey,
I
there's
just bought a
Freddie.
new one.
Yep. Greg Burgess saying, hello, Dustin. It's in the upper 40s down here and light rain by the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh, wow.
That seems really cold for when you think of the Gulf of Mexico. When I think of the Gulf of Mexico, I don't think 40 degrees.
40s. Yeah, you think it's warmer than that.
Yeah. Hey, Freddie. Hey,
Hey,
hey. Headed in to eat now. Go get them, Dustin and James and Jody, says Freddie.
Don't forget to ask him about the case sensitivity.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Freddie. The discount code or any of the discount codes, they're not case sensitive, are they? Like you can use lowercase for the Give 23, or do you need to use the uppercase? Pretty sure they're not case sensitive, but wanted to verify that. Yeah,
Rhonda remembered.
Yeah, yeah. She's like an elephant. She's got a good memory.
She's scared of mice.
She might be, and she might really like peanuts. You never know.
Never know.
Brandon says y'all need heated coats. Absolute game changers. Yeah, I thought about getting the Milwaukee one.
I might be getting something like that for Christmas.
And there you go.
Nice.
You know what? You know what I think I'll ask for Christmas?
What's that?
The YOLO Tech Power Stick. That have you seen that? It's basically a phone mount or a GoPro mount, and it seats into a nav light socket, just a regular 12-volt socket, and it's got a couple USB ports on it. So you just use the battery for your boat to charge your phone or your GoPro, and it's stationary. Like you don't have to hold a tripod going down the river.
Right.
They've been out for a while, but they're a little expensive. They're like $130 or something.
Wow.
But it would be really convenient in certain circumstances. Freddie says, I don't think so. You should be able to use upper or lower, but if it don't work, then try the right way. That's what we said. And he's saying, give 23 for 23% off site-wide at FOAcustomsgear.com from now through Saturday. So, yep. Very good, very good. Go get you some awesome fishing gear. And then if you're too late, if you end up forgetting about it and you need something on Sunday, use code TSW 10, and you'll still get 10% off.
You can also use Fever 10.
Thank you. It don't matter
Absolutely.
either way.
That's right.
That's what we always say.
Yep.
Hilly Billy Hondo says, post a link, Austin. A link to what? What was I talking about? To Freddie?
No, to I think the Yellow Tech.
Oh, the Yellow Tech, yeah. Oh, okay. Freddie says, I think Hooks and Hammocks has a code for Yellow Tech. Check their link tree for it, I think. Okay. That's good to know. Need some water. Yeah, Danimal says we need Brandon money, then we can get all that stuff. Rhonda says she's not afraid of mice. She used to raise mice to feed her snakes, so she's not afraid of much of anything, evidently. Catfish and Dreams says, don't get the Milwaukee one. Honestly, the ones on Amazon are better. I have 2 batteries, and they will last me all day, all day. 20 degrees. Oh, okay, that's good.
Pretty active over here.
The only reason I thought about the Milwaukee one is because I know a couple guys that have it, and they spoke well of it. So,
what's that?
On the heated jacket.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Brandon
Looking
saying
very flat-headed.
Amazon are the way to go.
Gotcha. James, don't you have those heated socks?
Yeah, I do. They work great.
That's what I told my daughter I wanted for Christmas.
There you go.
I think they were only. I got them at Costco. I think they were like $69.99 or something.
That's not bad.
But this is my second year with them, and the batteries are still working good. So,
my wife was curious on how do you wash those with the.
You take the battery out, and you can wash them with the cable in.
Okay.
Just like regular socks.
Curtis Cunningham, what's up, Curtis? He says fishing with
watch
Billy.
them. You wash your socks? No, I'm just kidding.
He says fishing with Billy did a video on the Yellow Tech. He said yellow stick. Oh yeah. Brandon's saying he wants the new Yellow Tech anchor light. Yeah, that thing's really cool. It's got a remote, kind of like your Conpex light, and you can change it to all kinds of different colors and put on a light show with your anchor light. And Rhonda says, I do not do spiders or sprickets.
Sprickets?
Mm-hmm.
What's a spricket? A spider cricket?
Yeah, I'm assuming. Cross-eyed Catfishing says I use my anchor light on the bow to mount my GoPro during the day. Okay, so kind of the same concept. Whiskers. Rhonda says Hooks and Hammocks does have a Yellow Tech code, and she posted it. So heck yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I thought about, you just put another 12-volt socket, wherever you want to mount that pole, and then your cord for charging the GoPro or charging your phone, because Yellow Tech sells a phone mount that goes on it too, which it's probably just the customary 1/4-20 thread, phone mount that goes on any tripod. But anyways,
right,
like you don't have cords hanging down, and you don't have to worry about it necessarily falling, over or whatever. But like on my old boat, I used to mount my GoPro on a seat pedestal on the deck of the boat, and so I never had to worry about it moving. But I don't have a front seat pedestal on this boat, so I've just been using the tripod, and tripod will fall over real quick going down the river. Or you get enough you get enough or big enough wakes or waves or whatever from a barge or whatever. There's 2 Dustins on screen.
That's way too many Dustins.
That's way too many. Yeah, Rhonda says sprickets are Asian crickets. They look like a spider and have legs like a cricket, and they jump.
Oh,
So like a yeah. 712 says she just calls them icks. But yeah, like a cave spider or a cave cricket. I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
they jump like 4 feet in the air.
Yeah. I think they're harmless, but they do look like they came from a sci-fi movie. Well, yeah, there you go, Brandon. He says he wants to figure out how he can mount a phone 360 gimbal. Yeah. I would imagine you could I would imagine it wouldn't be too complicated to mount one to the gunnel somewhere. Yeah, those camel cricket. Yeah, you might be right, cross-eyed catfishing. A camel cricket. I think you're right. We all know what we're all talking about. That nasty looking thing. Excuse me. And see, Brandon said cave crickets. I thought that's what. Anyways. Very good, very good, very good.
Looks like the tide might be shifting. Tide might be starting to coming in now.
You want to just reel them in and suspend until it shifts, and then you can cast them back out. That would be minimal effort.
Yep.
Whatever you want to do. I think I'm going fishing on Sunday during the day.
Not so quiet.
So that'll be good. Hey, 2 stands.
Did somebody say quiet?
Yeah.
And then Stan popped in.
Yep. Goes the neighborhood.
Yeah, there's that echo. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that would be. It's no longer on Android. It's now on Apple.
It's on Apple.
Yep.
Because now I have Apple to be done with all of it, and no, I'm just waiting for that to happen. But I just
Oh
want to
no!
say,
So Stan drank the Kool-Aid.
yeah, but
Yep, he drank it.
but just look how much clearer the Apple. Look how much clearer that is. I mean,
It's funny. As soon as you said that, your voice got garbled.
no, that was just I was getting all choked up about how beautiful I am.
That's just the
Yeah.
turkey. That's just the turkey that he's still chewing.
Yeah, I know. I was taking. We're doing our turkey and stuff on Saturday.
Okay.
So I did some pork loin and roasted potatoes, all that kind of stuff today. But
That's still good.
we were mostly babysitting today, so I didn't even eat. By the way, Chad wanted me to let you know that you can go live now, Dustin.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
But I just want to make sure.
All right, everybody, and we are live. Oh no!
Yeah. I wanted to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there that I didn't get a chance to say that to yet. Hey,
Yep.
cross-eyed catfishing, good to see you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
But yeah, it's I don't even think I replied back to your text yet. I was, like I said, Stan 3 and his wife Jenny were out fishing all day today, and
I
so
saw.
we were babysitting today. So Grandpa's tired. Fishing for Whiskers. What's up, Rhonda?
Yeah, I saw a picture,
Yeah.
and that's awesome,
three.
man. They got on a hog.
Stan 3 is out of the doghouse now. He's allowed to sleep in the house again. He got her on a big fish
Oh,
today.
thank God. It's been so long.
We have figured out the secret. What you need to do is lose your scale. do not have a scale with you. And since that's happened at the Veterans Tournament, we've probably landed, 4 or 5 fish that would have definitely 50 and above.
Very nice.
Several of them 60s. So just, lose your scale.
Yep. Hey, Gene Tillman. What's up, Gene?
Speaking of Gene, I don't know if I've seen Shirley out there yet. I was talking with her a little earlier. Did y'all see what Gene posted on Facebook? Speaking of big fish, Miss Shirley T done went out there and caught her PBBB today.
Really?
Yes. I'm going to say it was, the scale said something in the 40s. Going by measurements, it was about 50. So, and by looks, it was about that big too. So she is there.
Very
So
nice.
big shout out to Shirley T.
Good job, guys.
She's probably still shaking over that fish.
Hey, Austin.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I reeled in my rods. I'm suspending them all now. Now my boat's turning.
That's perfect. That's how you manage a changing tide with like minimal effort. That's perfect.
I'm suspend drifting until my boat gets shifted.
Exactly. That's
There you
go.
I mean, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yep. Congratulations, Shirley.
You gotta go.
Awesome.
She is. All right. Yeah, so big shout out to her. And thank you, Shirley, for sharing that with me and talking to me about it. I really, I love that kind of stuff. So yes, I'm gonna have to have Shirley up as a. I heard she's fishing your show tomorrow night, Jodi.
Is she?
I heard she's gonna try to.
Good.
And
That'd be fun.
I don't know if we were gonna be able to get out
She was
fishing
up
or
there.
not.
Was it last week or the week before that?
Last week, she did really
Yeah,
good.
Last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember she took second place.
Yeah.
And
She did a good job.
I told her, well, if she's fishing, I don't know if we're going to even try to go out tomorrow night then because she'll whoop us. Oh, Jodi did not know yet. Oh, well, maybe she's not then. I'm not sure. I don't know anything about it.
That's okay.
Oops.
Hey, there's Monty Sheets saying Happy
up,
Thanksgiving, everyone.
You know that
Hey,
friend
Monty,
that
thank you very much.
You know that friend that you have that's got the big mouth?
His name's Daryl.
Oh.
Brandon from Catfishing Dreams is saying Dustin's now singing "You Spin Me Right Round, Baby, Right Round." There you go. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Whew. It's chilly.
Curtis Cunningham looks like he's having a rough time. He said the wind's been changing 10 times a second. That combined with no action, it's about enough to make anyone call it.
Yeah, it's just supposed to.
I hear you.
Yeah, Curtis, that'll
Wind is bad enough, but wind that can't make its mind up is pretty frustrating.
I will take rain and snow and everything else as long as it's not windy. But wind, you're out in the wind all day long, and that just gets brutal, man.
It does.
You can't tell if you're getting a bite. You're getting spun all around. I hate it.
It wears on you.
Then the noise, the wind blowing past your ears, and then if you're trying to go live, you're worrying about the audio, and it's just.
Yeah, it doesn't help anything.
And then you get that burn on your face from the wind blowing on it all. I hate it. I hate the wind.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll beat you down. And then especially if you've got, that's another thing that, people don't take into account. If you've got back issues and that wind has got that, like your core is constantly like this all day.
Oh, yeah.
You are just, you are beat to hell after a couple of hours. And
yeah, I can.
But anyway, happy Thanksgiving. What are we thankful for? I hate the wind. Bah,
yeah.
bah humbug.
I'm thankful for calm weather.
Yeah, there we go.
amongst
like-
many other things.
Looked like Dustin was thankful for bait.
I
I
know
saw
it.
on the. There you
In a
go.
land of plenty.
Yeah, I caught 5 on the gill net within in about 15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, right where you put in at probably too. You didn't have to go anywhere to do
Yeah.
it. You just kind of.
That's what he said too,
Yeah.
James. Right there
Yeah,
next
of course,
to the ramp.
because
Hey, James.
they're everywhere.
Hey James, so right there's the boat dock,
Uh huh.
and right there's where I caught them.
Of course.
Perfect. Minimal effort.
I was gonna go around the corner, but I figured I'd drop it here first to see, and I'm like, all right, that works.
This whole stream should have been titled "How to Catfish with Minimal Effort."
Yeah.
Everything Dustin has done has just been like, what's the easiest way I can do this?
But if I'm not mistaken, that's a drive for you to get over there, right, Dustin?
Well, it's I was surprised. So it's about 17 minutes.
Oh, that's nothing.
That's
Well,
nothing.
that's not too bad.
So last week by the time I got the boat onto the trailer, everything buttoned up. It was like 12:01, 12:02, I think. I got the boat back to the storage space, got home, took a shower, and was in bed by 1 o'clock.
Wow.
It's not bad.
So that's why I don't mind coming out here now, because it's not that far of a trip.
Yeah.
You took 895, or you went the other way?
No, I went down Route 10 to Route 10 to over to 295.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're really not. Stan 3 and I looked that up the other day, and for us, it only saves about. Number one, the toll is like almost $6, and it only saves us.
Well, it's
It
over
only-
$6 because you got at least 3 axles.
Ah, yeah,
they
yeah,
charge
there
you
you
by
go.
the axle.
What?
And it only saves us less. It saves us
Man, it takes
like
them a long
7
time to pull
minutes,
that
8
lock up
minutes,
to get
something
that
like
boat
that,
up here.
Yeah.
Is it out?
and
Yeah.
like less than 10 miles. So
Yeah,
about both ways, it's less than 20 miles and about 15 minutes altogether. So it's definitely not worth the 12, 13, whatever dollars both
Yeah.
ways.
Yep. Yeah, cross-eyed catfishing saying I'd rather fish in the rain than the wind. 100%.
Absolutely.
And Hillbilly Hondo's asking, how did you know, James, that Dustin caught that bait right there by the ramp?
Because you can put a gill net anywhere.
Well, it's been a lot different than when you were here. This time of year, they're not as plentiful in most places as when you were here earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Like the
They are
city,
here.
like yeah, they're all there. Like the city won't have a one up there. You
So he struggled to only get like what, 5 and 15 minutes?
Correct.
Yeah, that's
Right,
horrible.
That's
I
because
wouldn't call it a struggle.
That's because he went
Yeah.
to the right spot. When you were
went to the
when you
right
were here,
spot, right?
when you were here, James, you could have gone to multiple different ramps and had pretty good success. But if you go to the city right now and try to, you're just not gonna have the same success that Dustin did. You're gonna catch 1 or 2 gizzard shad that have been exiled from where they're supposed to be.
Well, it just cracks me up that the only people out there that fish for catfish is you and Stan and Dustin and Stan 3, and that's it.
Well, that's not true, but
Yeah. We're just the
I
only
didn't
ones
see
that
one
brought-
boat the whole week I was there.
Well, we went. Stan 3 and I went last weekend. When we went out for last Friday night, we're like, all right, we'll go to the city. There'll be nobody up there. Right where we wanted to fish, there's some jackass anchored up.
Yeah.
We're like, come on, you got to be kidding me. That was
language,
the whole reason.
Stan.
Just
reason
that
we didn't go
spot.
to-
See, but for me, it's my first 25 spots there's a boat in.
Yeah. And that was the whole reason we didn't go to Dutch Gap, because we're like, all right, we'll go up to the city. Nobody's gonna fish there, and Sure enough.
Yeah.
There they were.
But the thing is that with the James, the big water is downriver, so that's where your majority of people out in the boats that are doing that for some of the year. Now, at other times of the year, as things move upriver and whatnot, especially like in the spring of the year, forget about it. That the boat ramp at Ancaros, you won't be able to find a parking spot.
Yeah.
They'll be parking out over the train tracks, and there is so many boats nonstop. Like you're sometimes you're sitting there at the ramp for a half hour or more just waiting to come in.
Yeah, right now for us it's not bad because everybody's hunting.
Yeah.
Well, what sucks here is when we have a tournament and everybody comes down here to fish, and then we've told them all our spots, and they're in our spots, and we can't even, fish the tournament where we want to because there's 8 or 9 people trying to fish the same mile stretch of river.
Yep.
Yeah, that is the worst. That's that's where if you know the people, you got to kind of try to work things out ahead of time.
Well, I just anchored up above Daryl last time and caught a fish under his boat. And that would have been the winning fish for him.
Catfishing Dreams saying catfishing and minimal effort shouldn't be mentioned in the same sentence usually, because bass guys would pass out if they had to do all the work we do. Yeah, you're probably right.
That is true.
I'm not even gonna go to Chattanooga the next tournament. I'm gonna stay down here.
I don't even know if bass guys have anchors in their boat.
No.
Get alone tossing one. Imagine dropping an anchor, a bass guy dropping an anchor in 60 foot of water.
They have power poles.
That goes 60 feet. Yeah, they crack me up because you'll see them come racing all the way across the lake, and they'll hit this spot for like 3 minutes, and then they take off.
Yep.
And then 5 minutes later, a different boat will come in and hit that same spot for 5 minutes, and then he's gone.
Yep.
Yeah, we actually had wasn't September. Don't think it was September. Maybe it was September. Yeah, I think it might have been September where the title, the James River Title Catfish Club. I always get that name wrong. I think I got it wrong there again. But anyways, it's the one that
Title
does
James.
local,
Yeah.
Title James Catfish Club. There we go. Thank you. But they had that the monthly, because they do it the first weekend of every month is when they do the catfish tournament. But it turned out to be a bass tournament there at the same day.
Yeah.
And everybody was launching pretty close to the same time and everything. So that was at Hopewell. And that was quite the fiasco.
Yeah. Hey, there's a Life of Fishing. He says, congrats on the new subs. You got to be over 6,000 yet now. Yeah,
Yes,
y'all. The subs have been coming in hot on TSW.
Well, there's a certain
yeah, the short. There's a certain short that's like dynamite right now.
Yep.
And it gets like 60 to 100 subs pretty much every time you put it out.
Yeah, our CEO of Shorts is doing a fantastic job. That would be Sean.
Yep. Yeah, every time I see one and I see it has like 205 likes, I'm like, holy moly. And all the comments, you look at the comments and people are like, we're with you, brother. We're with you. So it works.
I tell you what, one of the things that has been most surprising to me is, or I don't know if surprising is the right word, but trying to keep up with the comments has been very difficult. I mean, I went in last night and I think I responded to probably about 60 to 70 comments. And then I looked at it this morning and I scrolled down and there's like 3 pages. I mean, if you think of them as pages, like I scrolled down to the bottom and it popped more all the way down. And I scroll back and it's popped. I'm like, how? I don't know how we're gonna keep up with this.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't have that problem.
Neither do I.
You will. You will.
Hey, Cross-Eyed Catfishing says, I love hunting season. Boat ramps are empty.
Yep.
And GWs are scarce.
Cross-eyed catfishing. I think I know who that is.
He's been in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is he the one that put teeth on my PB on that catfish?
I don't remember.
It's been a while, but I think that was him.
They put
Chad
teeth
says,
on your
Yeah, because it was smiling, so he put my teeth on that catfish's mouth.
Chad says, I'll win it in March and I won't come anywhere near your special spots. I'll go a few hours away.
Who's that?
Chad, I'm not going.
Chad.
I'm not going back, Chad.
Oh, Chad. He could have that queen outfit on all he wants.
I'm staying what's for.
Hey, read Steve Ransom's comment.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm getting there, buddy.
Okay.
Steve Ransom says, Stan in Austin. I'm looking at about the second week of December coming back to the river. My normal favorite area is Deep Bottom. That time of year, what is a good spot?
Okay, go to Steeler Hurt.
In the water.
Stan can tell you more than me, but
It depends. It depends
deeper,
on
deep water.
yeah. It's been relatively mild. I mean, what's the water temp out there tonight, Dustin?
57.
Yeah. See, it's definitely been a weird year. Like our winter temperatures never got below 40 last year.
Yep.
Even when we were fishing in January and February, it was like 40 degrees. And previous
Yep.
years, your January, February water temperatures here are like 34. They're right above freezing. So it stayed 40, and then it was, we were looking at, man, it's amount of daylight that signifies the spawn and all that. However, water temperatures do play a little bit into that, but it was just weird. So now with it still being so mild, it's just things are happening at different times. But then it's been very inconsistent. So there's no, normally by now there'd been a real, like a serious fall pattern. By now we're almost in December, so it'd almost be in the wintering pattern already. And we're still like in fall transition. Like they're still
Something climbed
back
on the
and
front of the boat?
forth.
Yeah.
So it's, but that's pretty much, when it's these conditions, that's pretty much a great place to start. And when there is that varying conditions like that, your deep water is always a great place to start because it doesn't
Yep.
affect it as much. So if it goes from hot to cold or whatever, that deeper water is still pretty consistent.
Yep. And there
Yeah.
are some there are some nice deep holes right there where you're talking about, Steve, and just downriver that have lots of structure, wood, rock, plenty of nice steep ledges, different things. So, Brandon saying, since catfishing has become so popular, I think tournaments should do a safety and etiquette standards meeting before the tournament series starts. I know some of them do, but I don't know. I don't follow many tournament series.
The first one that I did here with when I went with Stan and Dan and talking with Tyler Barnes at that one. But anyways, they do that there. They kind of give the whole just a quick reminder for everybody. There's there's going to be people that haven't fished before and fished this area before, et cetera, and kind of give everybody the rundown on how that goes. And they actually said that how it's a no wake zone there by Hopewell. That if anybody abuses that no wake area, that they could be disqualified from the tournament. So to follow all those etiquette rules like that. Yeah, it's a tournament and you want to try to whatever, but there's a reason that those things are there. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
A Life of Fishing says that when he posts those shorts, that he thinks people subscribe because
Yeah.
they think he's depressed.
You need a little bit more excitement in your voice, buddy. I know him.
Yeah.
He's pretty funny.
Curtis Cunningham saying got to be some kind of AI to just give it a general response. That way you have more time to fish.
Yeah, but I want to do the best that we can to try to make response to the comments personalized. People leave a comment for a reason. I mean, there's a lot of comments that are left that are just like hearts or thumbs up or smiley faces or whatever, and those don't respond, or those responses I typically do
Just
pretty
a
cookie
thumbs
cutter.
up.
Yeah, pretty cookie cutter
Yeah.
response. But the people who leave if the longer responses or comments, if I can understand what they say, because some people sometimes they're kind of like it's the auto-generated text. Somebody hits the next word. So
Yeah.
so some of them don't make sense.
Yeah, and that's the ones you just give back a pop up the deuces. Thank you for watching.
Yep.
Yeah, in 3 years I do not have an unanswered. I don't have an unanswered
Comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's
even
awesome.
the heart will I mean, yeah, I like to leave a comment, an actual comment, like an actual reply too, but
Yeah.
technically just the heart will get it out of that unanswered queue.
Well, I think I've had 3 comments this whole year on my video. So.
Oh.
And I actually made some kid's day the other day. He posted something about it was the one I put about did the short about the Grinch stealing Christmas and
Yeah.
the Grinch stealing Christmas and Gru stole the moon, and the twins stole my heart, and so it was a kid that put a comment on there about, man, that deserves a sub. So
I saw
I
that.
went over and checked his channel, and he had like, I don't know, 800 and something. So I subbed him there, and he actually wrote back in a comment, "Wow, you just made my thing. You're the first person over 1,000 subs that's subscribed to me. Man, that means a
Wow.
lot."
That's really cool.
Yeah, I typically don't subscribe to channel. I'll go check out the channels, but I typically don't subscribe to them if they only got like 1 or 2 subscribers, because they're not out. Doesn't seem like they're out there to get subscriptions, or if they don't have any videos or whatever. But
Yeah.
if they're taking the time to look at our channel, I try to go out. Now, there's no way I can look at all of them, but I do the best that I can to try to go out and look at most of them.
Yeah. The only problem with the shorts, it's the follow through to the other to coming into your content, like to still, blast the shorts out. And especially if you're a fishing channel and your short is like even that one, it's different things. Like it's it's got cartoons, or even when I was doing even though they were fishing dad jokes, there were still jokes in there.
Yeah.
Right.
So you do get some of that. But primarily if your short is about fishing, it stays there, and you'll get some people come in and follow the content. But
Right.
Yep. Yeah, Life of Fishing says, I think Sean should post one more video with his hat blowing off his head. Yeah, we've seen that a lot.
Yep. But one thing that I've found, and we wouldn't be where we're at if it wasn't true. The music that you choose for whatever short you're putting out reaches a different audience. So it may be a similar video or the same video, but if you put different music to it or a different audio track, then it's going to reach different people. Is
Right.
what we found. So, and that's to me, that's what we're trying to do, to reach as many people as possible. I mean, not necessarily you get as many subs as possible, but that's kind of what happens is, when people come check out your content, but we want to try to get our stuff out to as many people as possible. And there's many ways to do that.
Right. And it's funny though, like sometimes like
Let's make this a
say,
fishing
like,
show.
Do it.
we got a fish.
You got it?
You
Yeah,
got a fish?
Thank you.
Yep.
Fish on.
Thank you, James. Go ahead.
Thank God. Thank God. I'm
Not
so
in yet.
thankful.
Yeah, we're all thankful for James's fish.
Not in the boat yet.
Yeah, but we're still thankful for him.
We've already tangled up in 2 lines, so. Oh.
If we were in a tournament, I'd be thankful for that. No, all I was gonna say was like, I don't know, like my top 5 most popular shorts are they have no music. It's me. It's actually me talking.
Anyway.
Like it's
Right.
it's not even like an edited. Like it's just me. Like I just filmed with my phone a short little video of something and me talking.
Right.
They're all tangled. He's tangled up on them all. Whoa, there he goes. He just took off. I think
So
he just realized.
I don't know.
I agree,
Brandon
Kevin.
says people don't realize how many kids are watching. They are 100% plugged in, and they will definitely absorb it all in. Yep.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna let them bubble out because we're in 70 feet.
That's why if you're if you claim to be a family friendly channel, you got to try to keep it that way.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep. Well, I just what I try to do is like I don't think about all the kids in the world because that's not my responsibility. But like I just think about like would I be okay with my own children watching what I'm doing? And
Right.
and if the answer is yes, then it covers like like
Right.
that's family friendly.
Now, being honest, Lord knows that I did have a couple of hot mic moments when I first started doing this. But,
Yeah, and I've done the same thing, but I mean, then again, there goes. I'm pretty sure every father has had a real time
absolutely.
hot mic moment,
Hey,
with their actual children. So
there's Kevin Palmetto Cats in the house.
what's up, Kevin?
Hey, Kevin. Thanks for
Yeah,
coming
he
in.
came out of that other line too.
It's a
bigger than I
fishing show,
thought.
Kevin.
And he got blown up like a balloon,
There we go. Fish in the boat.
In the
We were
boat.
just talking about fish being at deeper water temperatures or deeper waters because of it's more consistent temperature wise down there. And what do you know? They pull a fish out of the 70 feet of water.
Yep. James put a bait in 70 feet of water, and that's what he caught.
Man, that would be an amazing title for a video if anybody ever did a video like that.
It really would. I
think it'd get a lot of traction.
I think so too.
You probably have a lot of people copying it too, I bet you.
I bet so.
Just saying.
I think we've never seen that before though.
Yeah, I'm
There
gonna
you
do
go,
it first.
James.
Wow,
Where's he got to in my hand?
all right.
That's a solid cat. That is a solid.
Yeah, he's not
cat
bad.
right
He's
there.
probably, I don't know.
22.2.
No, he's like 8 or 10 maybe.
Go with 22.2.
Okay, 22.2.
Yes, I knew it.
God, that's a fat cat. Look at the belly on that cat.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
And he has gotten away.
Yeah, the second guy probably won't give you any credit either. So
Oh, he's bigger than I thought.
22.
Nah, not quite 22, but
20.1.
Can't see it.
Yeah, can't see it, James.
Oh, almost. Oh, there it is. 16.
There you go.
3. 16-3.
16-3.
Nice fish.
Yeah.
Good job, James.
That's a healthy looking cat.
Yeah, we're
Nice.
gonna let him go, I think.
That's about
Let
the
go?
fattest 16-pound fish I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's a little bloated.
Yeah.
Do you have a tube with you?
I got to do it with my hand.
He must have had a good Thanksgiving.
Let's see. Let's see.
Down.
Let's see if you can hear him. Ow!
Down there eating that Tennessee turkey.
There you go.
You hear him? Yeah. I got to let him go. I'm just showing them how I
was-
Say goodbye.
Said, yeah, that scale is off.
You gone.
I was just thinking of Life of Fishing. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
The only bad thing about sticking your hand down their throat like that, they bite the bejesus out of you.
If you have any of those in you, yeah, that's a bad thing. A Life of Fishing made a comment on one of our shorts we were talking about earlier. Somebody else left a comment saying it was the 50 that I caught, or that we caught, and he said, "How much does that weigh?" And Life of Fishing popped in and says, "Oh, I think he's pushing 250." I'm like, thanks a lot.
And the skunk is off the boat. All it took was Jodi falling asleep.
Very nice. Very
Just snore
nice.
bite.
I thought Jodi had a little bit of a late response to that fish.
Were you going to say, Stan?
I was just going to say, for those
Maybe.
that don't know what James was doing, like he said, that was a 60 or 70 foot hole. And when you bring fish up, even if you bring them up, you know, they say, you know, you bring them up slowly. And you saw James did a good job with that. Even with doing that, they'll get some air in there. That it's part of just how it works. And what he was doing was kind of open up the gullet there, so it lets some of that air back out. Otherwise, they'll stay bloated and just float on top, and they won't be able to go back down. They end up dying.
Yeah, and they can't like burp it up once they get like really bloated like that.
Yeah. So there's.
Yeah.
You could do it like for me, my hands and fingers are long enough to where I could get down there and press on that bottom, and they'll be like, bleh. Or you could get they get a tube that you could stuff down their throat and do it with that too.
Yeah, you can take a piece of PVC, like half inch
Yeah.
or 3/4 PVC, with, especially if you put like an end cap on it so it doesn't scratch them up.
Yeah, that was what I was going to say. You make sure you deburr and round it off so it's
Yeah.
not sharp edges on it.
Yep.
Another
So the
good
skunk
thing,
is out of the boat.
that kind of flexible tubing. It's stiff. It's thick tubing, and same thing. It's like 3/4, but the actual wall,
Probably tested the ground.
and you can kind of bend it a little bit. That's
Yeah, I
not
can.
sharp, and
Yeah,
you can get down
okay.
in there too.
Yeah.
But
Some,
sometimes you can
back
just
off the boat?
rub it on your knee,
Or
and
just
it'll
switch
get
it with the other one and
burp
cast it like that one.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
some
And then we
like
tested.
3/4 liquid
We'll
tight
go test it that
would be
way.
about perfect. And two stands, if anybody should know this, two stands should know this, and I'm sure he does. But you can dump soda. You can dump Mountain Dew or Pepsi down a fish's mouth, and it will make them burp and have the same effect.
I
Now,
ain't giving
that's-
up any of my Mountain Dew.
I was about to say that's a little more expensive than just shoving a pipe down their gullet, but in
I
a tight
gotta-
situation, I've
The type's
seen
reusable.
I've seen people do that in a tight situation, like tournament bass fishing, where that fish, I mean, it's not going to count. It's not going to make them any money if they weigh it dead. So, I think it was Roland Martin or somebody. One of them used to keep Mountain Dew on the boat for that purpose.
Huh.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Or just put them over your shoulder and pat them on the back. Yeah, you can do the
Yep.
same thing like
Cube
on
roll
the
over
beach.
you and slap you in the head with their tail.
Yep.
Yeah.
They were
You know
definitely.
anybody that does that?
No, I can't put my finger on it. I thought I saw somebody have that happen to them.
Jodi,
And
what
Once or
else
twice
might
or 4 or
happen?
5 or 15 or 20 times.
What's going on?
Jodi, what else might happen if you get the
By what?
anus
Oh,
of
I
the
got
fish?
I got my red licorice on them.
Well, you know what else happens if you get their stomach on your shoulder and it's a big fish? It might throw up all over your shirt.
Look at this.
Yep, they will definitely do that.
The whole school.
And,
school.
Usually
And
back
how
you got
Diane
bridge
Burke's
ties.
staying,
Back
too.
in the old days, that's where you came
yeah. Yep.
There's my burping tube right there.
Open wide. That's right.
Good one, Kevin.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
That is also another good short. Is I've
Like
done
it,
pretty well
yeah.
with any time I bring up about a fish peeing on me, and I think Austin, yours did pretty well with that too.
Yep.
You know, you bring up a fish peeing on you, and that just goes over pretty well in the shorts.
It does. It does.
Yeah, just every time I think a fish pees on me, I think it's scan 3. The catfish assassin.
Like a water
Yeah,
hose.
Yeah, he's got him like a water hose.
A Nerf gun.
yeah, that video.
A super soaker.
Yeah.
That video of my PB puking all over me, and it's hilarious too because I put it on Instagram and it did really well on Instagram, but someone commented and said, "Is that Adam Sandler in the background?" And if you listen to it, like once you hear that, or once I read that, and then you listen to it, Stand 3 sounds exactly like Adam Sandler in that video. It's hilarious.
We may have watched Adam Sandler movies a time or two.
Yep. And then, but that video, that short of that 56-pounder puking all over me like that, just nonstop puking, that video got like, I don't know, like 200,000 views on Instagram.
Wow.
And then
I showed that video to somebody the other day.
Did you?
Yep.
I tell you what, though, Stand 3 is my he's my view maker because and now I'm not getting paid on Instagram, but he but when him and I went out and we ran into the buoy and my F.O.A. rod went up into the handle of the buoy, that video, that's my #1 short on YouTube. My #2 short on YouTube is Dustin hitting my F.O.A. rod. So F.O.A. rod, like abuse is worth a little bit of money. But on Instagram, the F.O.A. rod going into the buoy and us running into the buoy, that video got over 500,000 views on Instagram.
Wow.
I was like, holy crap. But yep, it's the weirdest stuff, man. It's the weirdest stuff. You never know what people are gonna find entertaining.
Yeah, and Palmetto said he was talking about she pats you on the back over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how she burps.
Well, it's different burping techniques. They all work.
Yep. Just pour Mountain Dew down his gullet and he'll be fine.
Boy, Jodi's got that one video where she just kind of, for some reason, she just kind of turned her head just a little bit, and that fish just missed smacking her in the face so hard. I mean, the tail's like huge. I was like, man, you are lucky. That would have knocked your teeth out.
It's like the Matrix.
Yeah. Like she knew he was doing it.
You can feel their body when they're fixing to
Well,
do
you got
it.
that little pin that you stick them with to make them all mad.
I
and
don't.
hit you. Yeah, I know you do. You got to do something. Every fish she catches is angry.
Yeah, Kevin, I think I'll pass on that, but
I think that's more of a Dieter. That's more of a Dieter technique.
Yeah.
maybe you should send that to Dieter, Kevin, see if he'll do it.
Yeah, with D, I just can't put my finger on that video he had.
Yeah, there's Curtis Cunningham saying, anyone catch Hagen Grubb's last video? That fish pooed more than any fish I've ever seen. Yeah, I saw it. I like his videos. They're very entertaining. Mid-South saying, I'm shopping online for engagement ring ideas, and I can't tell you how much I hate shopping. LOL.
Did his phone die, I wonder?
Whose?
I went to Diamonds Direct, fishing the Mid-South.
Whose
Come
phone?
on, Bubbles. Stan's.
Oh, you gone?
Yep. He has to charge the phone for it to work.
Nah, you know them Apple phones. They're all hit and miss anyway.
iPhone,
No, they're not.
Android, either one needs to be charged.
Yeah, it's amazing how that works.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
Palmetto
Kevin's
Cat
comment
says like
said, "I heard if you blow from the other end of the fish, it'll burn too.
Yeah,
Dustin, you'll have to try that on the next one." Then he said, "Like a
yeah,
harmonica."
that's what we're gonna do.
Brian Bubbles catfishing. What in the world are you
what
talking
is
about?
up,
I'm a
Brian
hateful
B?
angler.
A Whisker Warrior.
And what happened to him
That's
tonight
not-
on his show?
He was
He has
in a
more important
macaroni
things to do.
coma.
He's in a turkey coma.
Macaroni coma.
Macaroni coma.
No, I saw he
Hey,
deep
Brian.
fried a turkey too. I saw pictures of it. It looked good.
Hey, Brian, did you stuff your turkey with macaroni cheese?
Mm,
It's the
And
cheesiest.
deep fried
Yeah.
that'd probably be good.
it?
It would.
Diamond's direct, Mid-South.
Yeah, Diamond's direct.
Oh, Diamond's a woman's best friend and a man's worst enemy.
I got some advice. Don't do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Run.
Something's a little salty.
I know it.
Yeah. She's not bitter though.
When I watch them commercials
Yeah.
where they're them Jared commercials, I go, "Don't do it. Say no."
Chad, that should tell
Yeah,
you something.
I'm always looking to give half my stuff away every 7 to 10 years.
That's that always made me laugh when divorced people always tell people not to get married. It's like people that get into a car accident and then they tell other people not to buy a car. Like,
No, I think it's 70% now is the divorce rate or something. So that's not that good of odds.
no, it's not. But
Look, I've been married for I've been with my wife for over 20 years. We've been married for May will be 19 years next year. And we
I
are
was
still as
married for
happy as we ever
30
were.
years,
Me too.
and we threw it out. We're still friends and everything. We just grew apart, and we're like, nah. I said I'm gonna go fishing. She goes, I'm gonna go shop at Nordstrom's. I was like, okay.
Yep.
That's funny. It's the same thing I said. I'm gonna go fish. No, you ain't. I'm like, watch me.
There's Chad again. He says, can't show up for work, but in here chatting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian. He said, I had a full
Well,
house.
he was on last night, so that should have counted.
That's true.
You don't expect him to do 2 nights of work in a row.
Yeah, Brian
Okay.
says, I had a full house full of folks. They finally gone. I'm full and ready to go sleepy time.
Yep. Turkey coma.
Yeah. Hey, me too, Kevin. Me too, buddy.
Turkey induced coma.
I love my wife too.
Yeah, Kevin says, I love my wife. Me too.
I still like my ex-wife. I mean, we had 2 killer kids together and stuff, but yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Jizzle?
There's Brandon. What's up,
There he
Brandon?
is, Brandon.
He says, I am thankful for all you crazies.
Well, thank you. We're thankful for you as
Ditto.
well.
Ditto. Brian says,
Life wouldn't be the same without all
Oh,
y'all.
I see green and red lights over there coming out of the dock, coming out of the lock.
Uh-oh. Brian says, you see what I said. Don't make it public because I will tell everybody about your fetish. Oh, boy.
You're talking to Chad, right?
I hope so.
It does look like a barge, though. I don't see him hitting anybody with the spotlight yet, though. So,
Catfish and Dream says, it's almost 4th pie slice hour for me.
Yeah, I may go get some more stuffing and gravy and eat my other turkey sandwich and get me a piece of pumpkin pie when I get home.
There you go. There you go.
yeah. When I get home, I'm going to have a turkey sandwich.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I got another one in the truck, so. If I can't get anything to bite in the next 30 minutes, we'll go ahead and call it.
It took him about an hour to fill that lock up to get that guy up here.
Man, that's a long time.
Yeah, there's probably a 30, 40 foot difference in height.
Yeah.
I'm sure if he wants me to move, he'll be yelling at me here shortly.
Yeah, I've seen a couple videos of anglers from just around the country or whatever going through locks, catfish guys, and they'll be filming the whole time, but they do like a time lapse because, like
Yeah.
you said, they're in there for like an hour.
I think it drains a lot faster than it fills up.
Yeah,
It seems
That
like
makes
if you're
sense.
going through from the high end to the low end, you get through a lot quicker. But if they're coming from the low end and have to be raised up here, it seems like it takes longer to fill it up.
that's usually how things are designed.
Yeah.
Anyways, just
Stop making it.
just as a safety thing.
Just so y'all know, everything's kind of getting garbly. That's why I keep going in and out. So
I was doing a snore bat. Sorry.
On your end. So I guess it's on your end there, Dustin.
I didn't try my microphone tonight.
It's them iPhones.
hey, Greg B, what's going on?
I'm on an HP laptop, so y'all can have this fight amongst yourselves.
Wow, that's awesome.
What,
Catch a
Greg?
fish, James.
I did catch
Yeah.
fish.
You catch another one.
Well, as far as the been married 51 years.
Yeah. Brian says James knows
I'll
what
take
he's
a
talking
cinnamon roll,
about.
Curtis.
I know what?
And he said, Brian says that you know what he is talking about.
Yeah.
And Steve Ransom
You got
says,
a fetish?
Steve Ransom says, James, that's what I'm doing now. I'm making a turkey sandwich.
There you go.
And Greg says, Dustin, I've been married for 51 years. Got too much money in her to get rid of her.
Yeah, 51 years, you're going to get more than half. Spider webs.
Oh, come on, Catfish and Dreams. They do too. I've seen it worse.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Austin has had that problem recently.
I have done that. But it seems like the only see, before I started doing live streams, there was no argument. There was like no argument for iPhones. Just if you just are a normal person and you use a phone for normal stuff, then iPhone, Android, who cares? Like, there's no but with streaming, it seems to be an issue.
I'm not drinking the juice.
I'm not either, but because what doesn't make sense to me, and that's because I'm even as young as I am, I'm still not that tech savvy, but like the newest thing, right, with Chrome and Android and StreamYard not being able to get along.
Yeah.
Like, okay, but that issue goes away when I use my Bluetooth headset and everything works fine.
Man, you know them guys must have been pulling their hair out trying to get that thing fixed.
Is it fixed?
So I'll explain it. I've explained this before.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So I've explained this before. The big difference being with a web browser such as Chrome, when you have we'll say an iPhone, for instance, like every iPhone is identical, right? I mean, the hardware
system,
changes with the different models, but the hardware changes with the different models per se, but everything is pretty much 95 to 98% identical on every single Apple phone.
Right.
Now, when you're dealing with Androids, you've got Motorola phones, you've got LG phones, you've got Samsung phones. All those are different brands of phones that have different hardware. So when Chrome does some sort of update, because you'll notice that not every Android and not every phone running the Android operating system had the problem. So what it boils down to is they just didn't have the capability to test with every single model of every single phone that's on the Android platform.
Okay.
So That's kind of what Microsoft does. Like, there's no way to test everything, so they'll push an update out, and then they'll wait for feedback, and then they'll fix it.
I got you.
So that's kind of
that
what
makes
Android
sense.
had to do. There's so many different models of phone that run the operating system. They had to, once they found it, they had to figure out which models were having the problem, and they had to update the browser code for that particular model.
I got
Yeah,
you.
I'm not using Chrome anymore. I'm using something else. So
What are you using?
Right.
it's like Dragon or something.
Okay.
Brave.
What is it?
I think you said Brave.
Brave, something like that. I don't remember.
Gotcha.
Jodi went to Firefox, and that seems to work fine.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Dale Hayslip. What's up, Dale?
Not anything yet, Dale. James
Yeah. James caught one about 16 pounds. Kevin says, I've had an iPhone for too long. He picked up his dad's Android the other day, and he was lost.
Yeah, that's what would happen if I got an Apple. I'd be lost.
Yeah, but I think Apples are pretty intuitive. Like, it doesn't take too long to get used
I
to
also
them.
heard Apple's got better video editing and stuff, but I'm not going there.
Yeah. Brandon says, Android platform I can unlock, overclock, and control my whole phone.
Yeah, I understand. There's only a few people that actually do that.
Yeah. The Shizzle says, I'm looking for a Black Friday deal on a laptop PC to use for video editing. I'm going to try to actually make videos next year. Yeah, I got a new one this year. I got a
real nice one that's good for video editing and stuff. I just don't have the desire to learn all that garbage yet.
Yeah, well, it's super.
I've been trying to get a little better with it, but I don't know. Just
if you
it's time consuming.
Yes, it is. But there's a free video editor called OpenShot that you can download, and it's free, and there's a little bit of a learning curve, but you're going to have that with every single software anyway.
Yeah.
So, but OpenShot it's once you get used to it, and it doesn't take but a couple videos to get used to it, really. It's pretty dang easy.
Mid-South.
Oh my god!
YouTube's got some editing software now for it. So
yeah, well, YouTube's got an editor, but and that's where I get the music when I add music to my videos, because it's guaranteed copyright free.
Is it? I haven't added any music to mine yet.
Yeah. Yeah, for Shizzle, all I can tell you is if you're gonna get a laptop with an Intel Core processor, you need to go with i7 or higher. The i5, you can do editing with it, but it's not a strong enough processor to render.
And the more RAM you have on the CPU itself.
Yeah, the i5 just isn't very good at rendering. It's just not quite strong enough. It'll do it, but you'll be sitting.
It'll take forever.
Yeah, you'll be sitting there forever. So I would go with at least an i7, and they got the i9. I think they have a freaking i11 now, but
I haven't seen the i11, but I know they have i9s.
Okay, so or maybe I saw an announcement for an i11. But anyways,
I'll be honest with you. I'm in the IT industry. I don't keep up with a lot of that.
Yeah,
I don't do any ordering. So, James made a good point. Get as much RAM as you can. I'm not going to go into why that's important. It's a long story I give everybody at work. But again, another thing to do is make sure that your hard drive is going to be big enough, or get an external hard drive, because I've actually run out of space on my laptop because
my laptop's got the SSI or the SSD a smaller hard drive that runs the operating system, and then it's got like a 1 terabyte old-fashioned drive that you put everything on. Really? But it's kind of funky because the way they have it set up by default, everything gets put on that little hard drive, and you do one thing and that hard drive's full and you're like hosed. So you got to go through and remap all that so anything you install or you do goes to the other drive. Otherwise, you're going to fill that little drive up. But it's fast.
Cross-eyed
surprised I gave you
Catfishing
an
says,
ample drive.
peace out, guys. Check y'all later. Take care, man. Thanks for stopping by.
Appreciate it.
Catfishing Dream says, just get a gaming laptop. It'll save you headaches all the way around.
Yeah. Yep.
That's,
That too.
that's
Nice
because it's
high-end
got
video
everything
card.
that
You're good to go.
That's because it's got a strong processor and plenty of
Yeah,
RAM.
for about $3,000, you ought to get yourself an awesome system.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
for YouTube.
Yep. Gray Wolf says, as of today, I'm 99 days clean and sober from opioids. Tomorrow I hit an amazing mile. Congratulations, buddy.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Congrats.
Keep it up, buddy. Keep it up.
Kevin says, here's a huge tip for editing when you don't know how to edit. Plan your shots in sequence. Be intentional about turning on and off your camera so you don't have to cut. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. You can do a lot of that. And it'll also, it actually, if you do what Kevin tells you to do, or is telling you to do, and then, right, if you're using a GoPro, then when you add your video files to your editor anyways, or to your editing software, it puts them in sequence.
Yeah.
And so it, once you do it a few times, and as long as you've got equipment that can handle rendering, that can handle video editing with minimal effort, once you do it a couple times, it's really not that bad.
I got a GoPro 11 Black, and I got a GoPro 7 Black.
Yeah, Kevin says,
if you go back and watch one of our, if you go back and watch, I think one of our very first episodes we did for SNL, we had Spencer from River Certified on, and he talked a little bit about that. He touched on that when we were having our discussion. Plan out what you're going. If you're going to make a video, kind of plan out what you want to do, what you want your video to be like, and it makes it so much easier when you're actually out doing it to stop and start and know when to do all that. What what you want to get in the video.
See, that's
Well, I know for a fact as soon as you turn the camera on that the fish stop biting.
Well, I was going to get to that. Like,
I think it emits a high frequency sound when you hit record that scares all the fish away.
I understand, planning the general idea of the video, yes, but how many times have you gone on the water and your plan has just fallen to crap? You don't know,
right.
Or you have something really funny happen and you don't get it because you weren't planning on falling out of the boat or whatever.
Well, it's like how many times, I've planned on doing okay, I'm going to make a video. I'm going to go catch some bluegill and then I'm going to go catch a flathead. Well, I do that. And then the flathead don't cooperate. So I end up just doing a bait video. But if I would have stuck to the plan, the initial plan, and said in the video, okay, guys, we're going to do this. And then we're going to go catch a flathead. Then it would have turned out weird if it was just a bait video because there wouldn't have been a flathead in the video.
Right.
So I don't do that. I just say, all right, we're at the pond and we're going to see what we can catch. And then, I don't know. That
but
way,
if you're good at video editing, you could take that part out on the audio and make a new audio for it.
Well, yeah, but obviously, yeah, if you say it once or twice, but I guess what I'm saying is if it was me, I would probably end up saying it multiple times, or I would talk about catfishing while I was bait fishing, and then you catch no catfish, and then it doesn't really jive. I don't know. You just kind of.
Well, I always say, today we'll be fishing in the water for fish.
There you go. There you go. I guess I don't really know.
We'll be using bait.
I guess I don't really know how to explain what I'm thinking.
No, I know. I understand what you're saying.
I think I get it.
If you're planning on, so in other words, the whole time you're bait fishing, you're talking about your next step, catching a flathead, and then it never happens.
Yeah.
No, we're not talking about you. Go back to bed. I'm sure glad she wanted to come out fishing.
And Brian says the majority of his videos he did on his phone. One day I will be a Palmetto status. He's a video editing master.
Yeah, I won't.
Yep. Brandon says there's some good deals out there on GoPros too.
Yeah, GoPro's like $150 off, and you can get a good bundle right now, pretty cheap.
Yeah.
I think they have the Hero 10 Black for I think like $199 or something or less.
That's what I have. I need to get me another one.
Yeah, I got an 11, and I think I got a 7.
But I need to figure out some mounting points on my boat.
Well, they make so many GoPro mounts. I mean, they got suction cups and magnets and
Yeah, but like
twisty arms
or
and
magnets
this and
will
that.
work on my boat.
Huh?
I said neither suction cups or magnets will work on my boat.
Well, I mean, they got twisty arms and telescopic, and I mean, they got everything for those.
I may have to call this sooner rather than later. I see my light dimming, which means my battery's starting to go on my.
No, that's fine. There was a fish caught. It's a fishing show.
Absolutely. It says, "Oh, thanks, Uncle B. Let's see, save your money and invest in mirrorless camera." Huh? Mirrorless camera.
Yeah, there's some cameras out there that are a lot cheaper than a GoPro that do just about everything, if not more.
Murillo, if only we knew a battery guy.
Yeah. Did anybody see Fishing and Stuff's last video?
I saw it pop
no,
up, but I
not
didn't
yet.
get a chance to watch it yet.
Yeah, not
It's
yet.
pretty good, and I think I'm going to try to do that. He got a good battery, and he got a box, and he put an inverter in there, and I mean he's got that thing. That thing's sweet, and he goes through step by step, and I mean it's a pretty good video. I mean, basically you're making yourself like a power station, is what he made.
Yep. Austin did something similar.
I did. Not that
You question
complicated.
me every
though.
time I say something. Be like, "Oh yeah, I did."
I forget all the stuff that I do. I got 60 different half-done projects, so I can't keep up with anything. Yeah, mirrorless cameras are more expensive, but the video quality is 1,000,000 times better.
Yeah. I figured for this boat, I put a couple of USB charging ports in different spots in the boat. So no matter where I put the camera, you got a port so you can throw it in and charge it while you're going.
Cable.
Yeah, you gotta have a cable, but
I think I did make a power station.
Brian
Yes.
says the last video he saw by Fishing and Stuff was a DIY, how not to die from Jodi's cooking.
you just don't eat it.
That was a short video.
Yeah.
Jeff Beal said, I believe Ed made a power station. Yeah, they're not complicated.
Oh, thanks, Kevin. Appreciate that.
There's nothing
How to poison your friends in 3 easy meals.
12 volts. Oh, come on, buddy.
Uh-oh.
Please.
Hey,
Get him, Dustin.
you took it down and let it go.
Maybe
he'll come back to it.
There have been a lot of light bites lately.
Oh, he bit that rod pretty good.
He'll come back. He didn't get it.
Kevin says he'll bring his gear to CatCon, and we're more than welcome to check it out.
Appreciate
and
that,
we will do that too.
Yep.
We'll get our hands all over it.
Yep.
Hey, Kev, how's the Golden Whiskers going? Getting a lot of input and votes and stuff, or?
Hey, it's Gold Rush. What's going on?
Getting a lot of feedback on the fan nominations.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Skull Rush says, tell James to go live.
I'm probably going to wrap it up when he gets done. It's cold out here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not
I'm gonna
really
go as
cold.
long as
It's
my
not
light
cold
will
where
allow
I'm at
me to
because I
go.
got my heater going. But when I go to get out of the water, it's going to be like probably freezing.
Now that
Kevin
I got a
says
bite, I want that fish.
Kevin says that he's gotten a lot of weird stuff, like nominations for best Christmas tree.
Really?
Wow.
I know I filled mine out, and I took it pretty seriously.
Yeah, when you open that door to that kind of stuff, it can get weird.
Yeah, who knows? Rhonda says, roll on the floor laughing my butt off. Gee, Kevin, what did you expect from this group? LOL.
He doesn't have a golden whisker for the best bug attack, does he?
Ooh, no, but I know who would win.
Yeah, I got that mayfly incident. Oof,
Yep.
that thing was brutal.
Most of the weird ones are on the Facebook page. I just deny the posts. Gotcha.
Brian says, Kevin, I nominated someone for best background and alive.
Best background in alive, I think that'd be Tony. He's had a couple where he's up there in Washington. You got the monument in the background and stuff. It looked pretty good.
Yeah. Yep.
I try not to show too much of the background, otherwise Daryl will be up here and wherever I fish. And
We ought to nominate. Well, we could just nominate Dustin for when he's on the boat with me, because I'm standing behind Dustin, so I'm the background.
no, fish on, Jody. No, not right now.
Oh boy.
And she's back out.
Have some fishing dreams.
It's either that or her running off the road when she's driving.
Kevin says he's going to put out the last nomination form soon. And he said most of the weird ones come from the Facebook page, and he just denies the post.
Yeah.
Rhonda says, oh my God. Oh my goodness. She is so funny. Talking about Jodi.
She may not be too happy when she goes back and rewatches this live though.
Yeah, she'll be okay.
Yeah, I think she'll live.
And she does rewatch every single live, I'll tell you that.
No, she
I
doesn't.
don't think I ever go back and watch them.
I'll go back and watch certain things that I want to make sure I heard the right thing, or maybe something was really funny, or if there's a good fish, or
Yeah.
But I don't.
I've gone back and watched Sean and I's first time ever on Jody's Flathead Challenge a couple of times.
Yep. Yeah, when
Is he back?
When Mrs. Fever
on a different rod though.
Ooh, here we
That's
go.
good.
When Mrs. Fever won that rod during the couples challenge, and she caught 3 PBs, I bet you I've watched that probably 100
Oh, well,
times.
yeah, I mean something like that maybe, but I mean not every single.
Yeah, no. No, I know what you're saying. Yeah. Or like if I miss, if I'm working overtime or something, or if I, fall asleep early and I miss, Snaggin Night Live, then I'll let it play. I'll let it play so I can contribute to the watch hours. And
Well, that night, if I haven't seen it yet, I'll watch it, but I'm not rewatching everything.
Yeah, no. It's specific things.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yep. Fishing for Whiskers says, ugh, I really need coffee. I need coffee too. This is the first time. This is the first time that I've been on screen for Snaggin Out Live, and I don't have a coffee. Dang.
Well, that sounds like you didn't know proper planning. You got a plan for that stuff.
100%. Just like my long form videos, absolutely no proper planning. Yeah, I usually have the.
Shall I
the
be
Fishin'
mean?
Fever. Usually have the Fishin' Fever mug, and I'm drinking it in a way where it's like I'm plugging my own channel.
You go like this. Jodi, will you please cook for me? Now she'll be dreaming about that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Brandon says, or Catfishing Dream says, James, right before this ends, you got to yell fish on and then don't say anything after that.
Well, that's what she does. She'll like wake up and she'll be like her reaching out like this, fish on, then right back asleep.
Yeah.
Y'all heard I did that to Robin C, right? When she was here.
Oh, yeah.
She was she came in when she I think it was the day after the day she got here. And she sat down on the couch and she fell asleep. And I'm like, hey, it's time to go. Hey, we got to get going. And I was trying to let her know we had to go for something. We had to go do something. I think we were going fishing. And I couldn't get her to wake up. So I looked at my son. I looked at Landon and said, watch this. I said, fish on. And she jumped up and she looked, what?
You say fish on?
Murillo says, start playing the harmonica, James.
Yeah, I don't have mine right now, though. Was that a fish on? Fish on? Out like a light.
Brian says, Jodi is the best cook in the community when it comes to food. He said,
Yeah.
I heard Mike Chavez learned from her.
You know what? She's the most consistent cook I've ever met.
There you go. Chad says that he just poured a cup of coffee. Shut your face, man.
I'll bet you that's got to be a big flathead right there.
Brian said, Chad, it's not.
Fish on. Right there.
That's mean, James.
The green rod.
That is mean.
You're lying.
Yeah, I am. All tangled up in the blanket.
Rhonda says, Chad, I have a 40-cup pot that is never off. I just cannot seem to drink enough today. LOL. Golly day.
Where's my socks?
I don't know where your socks are at. It's barefooted all the time.
You crazy.
She's barefooted all the time.
Ooh.
Oh, God. You're still punchy.
There's a sock.
There's a sock.
Sock for you and a sock for you.
Yeah. Everybody gets a sock.
Chad says, wow, I thought I liked coffee. I have a 30-ounce cup, and it's been full 4 times today.
Good gracious. You know how many times I'd be in the bathroom?
I could drink a whole pot of coffee and go right to bed.
Well, that's what that's what they say to do, right? Like before you take a nap, like drink a cup of coffee right before you take the nap, and the caffeine doesn't have enough time to keep you
Kick
awake,
in.
but it'll help you not feel groggy when you wake up.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, can you clarify who they are?
Yeah, who's they? You know, those people. Them.
The interwebs. I don't know.
I tell people at work, I run a local chapter of they in our office.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, she got her hat on again. Look out. Her squirrel hat.
Squirrel.
All right, we're going to go 6 more minutes.
All right, 6 more minutes.
Hopefully we get a bite. A fish on that this time. We got 2 bites on the right hand. These 2 rods over here.
It's almost cold out here.
Boy. Brian says, King B was on vacation today. Next week, I will be back, Sir Chadwick. Sir Chadwick.
Oh, she's putting shoes on. She's getting serious now.
What?
You
You're not asleep or something.
Yeah.
Ooh, Catfishing Dreams.
Yeah, go back and watch the live, Jodi.
He's about to make a nice drink.
Yeah, no doubt. You'll watch the live and you'll see you woke up like 2 times going.
No, I never.
Yeah.
Steve Ransom says, "Go to midnight, Dustin."
I have the bait for it. I just don't know if I have the juice for it.
What juice? Like
For
gasoline
my
juice?
Lights.
No, for my light.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I guess I could always run it off my my main battery. I've done that before too.
Yeah, he's gonna go to start his boat, and it'll be.
That's okay. I got a paddle. I'm right next to the dock, so
No, you got your trolling motor.
He is
I
right
do.
next to the dock.
That's
yeah. As
true.
a matter of fact, the
What?
current's
What are
going
you
towards
doing?
the dock, so all I got to do is pull my anchor.
Oh.
It'll drift right to it.
And nobody else is gonna launch tonight there, Dustin. Just go to the dock right now and tie off and just fish off of the dock until midnight.
You know what? That might not be a bad idea.
Then you don't have to worry about it.
There's a street light right there.
Exactly.
That's a good idea. I'm going to do that.
Man.
You have a lot of good ideas, Austin.
It's been so long since somebody agreed with me.
You had to break out the trolling motor and just motor on over to the
I
dock.
forgot what that felt like. Okay,
Well,
I'll be right back, okay?
All right.
All right.
Boy, you got them lines all tangled up, huh? Not really, just barely. Yeah. Yep.
My belly is empty.
What's empty?
My belly's empty.
Your belly's empty.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Well, we can go.
No way. I gotta catch a fish.
Yeah. She'll say that she's gonna be cold in about 5 minutes. Then when she climbs back in here and that heat hits her, she'll be back out. You get her in a car and you hit that heater, she's out within a minute.
You do that for Serena stuff.
No, I don't do that so you don't talk on the way back.
Jeez.
You had a vibe lately?
No.
Not bad.
Well, I know it's below freezing. Yeah.
We can't prevail.
No, we're waiting. I guess we're waiting on Dustin. I mean, I'm fine, and we can go anytime. Line drive.
Yeah, I'm gonna go like Austin said, go anchor up on the dock, and then I'll cast my lines back out. We'll stay out for a little while longer. If you guys are good with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, let me pull my anchor real quick.
Yeah, that works. All right, I'm back.
Sounds like the man with a plan.
There you go. Chad says, "Yeah, Dustin, we need another hour." Murillo says, "How can a fine chef like Jodi go hungry?" Good question.
What are you doing?
Brandon
was
says, "Austin, I skipped the coffee. It's too much work to make." I hear you, bud. Jeff Beal says, "Damn River Boy and myself last Friday before going live, we were joking about tying the boat to the dock and fish. You know that didn't happen." Yep. Oh, excuse me, I got a call. Okay. Yeah, Dustin. Yeah, Dustin's right next to the dock, so
We're
take
probably 200 yards from our boat ramp that we put in at.
How far?
200 yards.
Oh, that ain't. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can see my car and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, Brandon says there's a reason people fish from the dock all the time. Yeah, that's true.
Most of my spot is close to the dock.
Yeah, to tell you the truth, for this area of the lake, this is about the only spot I ever really catch fish at is right here.
There you go.
There's something down on the bottom here that brings the fish around this area, so I don't know. I don't see nothing on the raft or the sonar when I'm going over it, but for some reason they're always here. They're not always biting, but they're always swimming around here.
Uh-oh, we lost Dustin. Curtis says, I see nice rise in tapper on the river on the water database website. I would have bet the farm that the conditions were 100% right. Yeah, you never know, bud. You never know. Catfishing Dreams says, do y'all have issues of people not moving from the docks when you're trying to unload and load? Yes.
Yeah, sometimes.
That's always been an issue. Always.
They act like, God, how dare you try to launch a boat from the boat ramp when I'm fishing?
Yep. I never understood that either. Like, I know a lot of it has to do with how you're raised or whatever, but it just seems like it would be common sense that boat ramps, that the right of way goes to the boater.
When I was a bank angler and I was fishing off the boat ramps and stuff, anytime a boat came in, I'd give them plenty of room.
Me too. Or I'd
because that's you're on a boat ramp.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I would do. Or you just cut your losses, and sometimes you got to reel your lines in, and wait for them to be done with what they're doing. But you're on a boat ramp.
And most of the boat ramps say no fishing from the boat ramp too. So
that's true.
People don't listen to that.
No, but
it's true.
But it goes both ways. To be fair, I'll play devil's advocate here, where like sometimes, there's boat ramps, right? And next to those boat ramps is a couple cleared spots that people bank fish.
Yeah, I usually try to give them plenty of room and not run over their lines and stuff.
And that's what I'm saying is like it's also incredibly frustrating when you're fishing from the bank and you're fishing at a spot like that, and everybody knows that people fish off the bank right there. It's not like you're hidden or anything. And then some guy driving a boat goes right over your lines, when he's leaving the ramp.
Well, it's always funny. If you're on the bank, you're casting out to the middle of the river, and if you're on a boat, you're casting into the bank.
Yep, that's true.
Yep.
There's a lot of truth to that. It's just with every group of people out there, there's always going to be a certain percentage of people that think their time is more important than everybody else's.
Yeah.
There's not anything.
Now, I don't think they just think talk no better.
They're the same people that are going to fight you to the death over one car length.
Yeah, well, being taught no better, that only goes, in my opinion, it only goes so far. Like if you're a middle-aged individual, like all those years on this earth, and you haven't been able to teach yourself that what some of the things you do are just completely narcissistic, like what I guess a lot of it is also people are afraid to speak up, and it goes years and years and people just don't say anything to those people, and so they assume or whatever, I guess they just think that what they're doing isn't wrong, which is crazy. But so then a lot of times, and I do my best to be as respectful as possible and not, get crazy with it. But like, you got to tell people, like when people are doing something stupid, like they need to know that they're doing something stupid.
Yeah.
Or else how do you expect them to not do something stupid next time? So I mean, it's true. You know,
Well,
so like,
yeah, but as soon as you say something, it's like
oh, I
you're the
know, yeah,
bad person.
you got to be prepared to be the bad guy for that, but it is what it is. I mean, you know, if they would have been told that when they were 8 years old from their father would have been the bad guy for a day. So it is what it is. You know, I mean, I don't know. That's what life is, I guess. Sometimes someone needs to say things to people in a stern voice. Like, I don't know what to tell you. But then again, out of all those people, there's always going to be a group of people that you're just not going to be able to tell them anything, no matter what.
Yeah, they're just a jerk.
Yeah.
I normally don't say nothing, but if I'm having to wait on you 15 minutes at a boat ramp and you're loaded and you're just sitting down there being stupid, I do say something. Like, you know, I'm in a hurry. I could be gone in 3 minutes.
Yep.
God forbid someone buys a brand new pontoon that ain't never drove one before, and they launch.
Well, they're doing the giant slalom, trying to back up,
and then they're down there trying to wipe it down on the ramp as soon as it pulls out of the water a little bit, and I'm like,
oh yeah, they're going to empty their bait box and do all that stuff while the boat's on the trailer right there blocking everybody else.
My boat is ready when I leave the water. I don't fool around when I get to the ramp. I don't do anything except strap it down. And I pull out.
I usually don't, but I'm fishing from the dock now.
Well, you know, I'm out of a night at the ramp, and I'm not playing around with rods and reels and bait.
No, by the time we get to the ramp, everything's already put away. It's just when you get to the ramp, you get the boat out of the water, you go home.
Yeah.
Everything's already put up before you get there.
Yep.
That's a good way to do it.
That's what I try to do.
I do that with some things, but I don't. There's a lot of things on my boat there's no room in the boat for them to trailer with. So like I put it in the back of the truck. So when I am done fishing, I go to the ramp, right? Like everything is however it was. And I put the boat on the trailer, and then I get the dang boat off of the ramp as quickly as I can.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If there's people there, right? But like, and then I'll go park in a spot and do my thing. You don't do it on the ramp.
Yeah.
You know, like, what the heck?
When I get up to the top of the ramp, all I have to do is put my straps on the front and the back and pull back out.
There was a guy in a kayak. He had a van, and he backed the van down. He put his kayak in the water, and I bet you it took him 35 minutes to get everything out of the van and get his kayak all set up. And everybody's like looking at this guy going, "What the heck, guy? Let's go. Get the van off the boat ramp."
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, Brian. I'm with you 100%.
What did Brian say?
He said, they know when they're wrong. He said, screw it. I'm going to be the one to say something, and they'll understand later. Yep. I mean, you know, I try to not be a jerk or whatever, like, you know, because like every once in a while, like if you say something to people enough when they're doing something stupid or they're making a mistake or whatever, every once in a while, it's someone that honestly just doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And when you say something, they actually take the advice as constructive criticism. It's not very often, but every once in a while, it'll be somebody that's thankful that you told them something. And so you don't want to come across like a jerk to someone that is willing to take constructive criticism, because then you're just being a jerk, you know. So if you come across like, hey man, you know,
there we go on a live bait or on the live bluegill.
Take it, baby, take it.
And then if they act like a jerk, then it's game on or whatever. But you know what I'm saying.
Come on, take that.
I think it's swimming with it.
Yeah, I do too, but give it, make sure. Come on, take it.
It is swimming with it.
Come on.
Let him eat it.
Yes,
We got something, just took a live bluegill. He's getting ready to go down. Oh. Yo. Ooh, fish on.
Get it.
Fishin' Jodi.
And he looks like he's decent.
I don't know.
That looks like that's one of the stronger rods. It's bent pretty good.
It's under the boat.
He's on the boat. Well,
What rod is that?
They're all Mad Cats.
Okay.
It's that's like a medium though.
That was a tiny bluegill too.
Yeah, well, don't be horsing him up too fast.
There he is. He's so tiny.
He's not the size of a balloon. He is a little tiny guy. How do you eat that stupid bluegill? Look at him. He's like a balloon too. You could burp him.
Hey, Dustin.
You hear him already?
Yeah.
Hey, Dustin.
He ate a bluegill.
Yes, sir.
Steve Ransom says, Dustin, how deep is the water at the ramp?
And there's another fish on your show, Dustin.
Nice. Thank you.
Jodi got it.
Good job, Jodi.
Hold on, Steve. 1 second.
Don't throw him back in until I burp him.
His belly's tight as can be.
Yeah, because he's full of air. Oh, burp him a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it.
Give me squeeze him.
No, we don't want to.
That's a 3-pounder.
Yeah, probably 3 to 4. Let me see him. Okay, burp him.
Man, that phone.
Yep, I got him.
Clippers.
Nope.
That phone of y'all's adds weight to the fish because James's fish definitely looked bigger than 16. And
Here?
I would have guessed that fish weighed more like 5 or 6 at least. But
Okay. Look.
May have.
He's deflated now. Wait until you see him now.
yeah, I guess that's another thing though. Is
See that? Look, he's not bloated now.
yeah, he's still. I don't know. Yeah, I guess so.
You want to cook them?
No. I don't want to cook him.
He wants you to cook them, Jodi.
Grow up.
I want to catfish.
Well, right now it's
Right now, my kitchen's a disaster because I got all that
I see. I can't hurt
turkey
it.
stuff.
Hey, Steve. Just so you know, I'm sitting in 6 foot of water at the ramp right now, but it's probably about 25 foot out from the ramp.
Yeah, casting into about 25 foot of water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he'd be bigger than that.
Yeah, Steve says Navionics shows 11 foot. He just wanted to compare. Navionics was during high tide.
Yeah, tied to the dock. I'm sitting in 6.5 foot of water. But it is the tide's coming in, so it's not as deep as it's going to get. You're looking probably about another 1.5 foot. So
You would rather fish the outgoing tide than the incoming tide, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know why though. I don't know the logic behind that. But do you know, Austin?
I have a theory, but I don't know if it holds any water.
I like theories.
I think an outgoing tide works. I think the fish are more comfortable on an outgoing tide which means they're more willing to bite, maybe. And I don't even know if that's true, but this is my theory. Because when you get right, if in a normal day you get 2 tides, an incoming tide and an outgoing tide. Well, during both of those, there's always going to be some reverse current, and a lot of that reverse current is going to end up being an outgoing tide or an outgoing current.
What about that loud?
And if you get rainfall, heavy rainfall, then you get a lot of times the current that is generated by rainfall will trump slack tide, and it'll trump some incoming tide. So I think the river is formed, and when I say the river is formed, I mean ledges and I mean humps and different things, those are formed based off of outgoing tides, because you flat out, you get more outgoing water in a year than you do incoming water. And I think that the river is set up for that, and the fish are set up to sit on ledges and humps and different things certain ways.
Okay, that makes sense.
I don't know if that's, I mean, I think what I'm saying is true, but I don't know how the fish reacting to that is true.
That's a great, I mean, that's a great theory.
Well, I'm glad it made sense to you. Skull Rush says,
"You got a fish? What are you doing?"
Congrats, 99 days is awesome. Yes, it is. It is very awesome. Gray Wolf says, thank you, Skull. I just can't believe tomorrow I'll hit day 100. Yep, and sometime in 100 days, you'll be saying the same thing about 200 days, and before you know it, it'll be a year, and
yep,
there you go, man.
All right, Jody, there you go.
Thank you.
Catfishing Dreams says, which one has more current flow? Typically, an outgoing tide will have more flow.
Right.
Because even during an incoming tide, you have a lot of times the river, right? When a river changes to an incoming tide, the different columns, different levels of the water column don't all change at the same time. The top of the water will change the quickest. Your boat will flip quicker than the bottom of the river will flip. So at almost all times, there's some outgoing current in a river. So I think in general, you have more current flow on an outgoing tide, especially.
Yeah, because when the tide's coming in, it's pushing all that water up. And then when the tide's going out, it's just kind of just rolling out with the gravity.
Right. Right.
So it's got to work harder to come in than it does to go out.
Yes, it does. Rhonda says, my thought was that an incoming tide brings the bait fish in, so that is why the bite is better during the incoming tide. Not necessarily, because the bait is already, I understand that thought process, but I don't know if, and you could be right, Rhonda. I really don't know anything, but
just from experience, though, because you're out there fishing it. So
the bait is already in the river. It's not like the bait is in the Chesapeake Bay and then gets pushed into the river.
I thought the wind pushed the bait.
Well, the wind pushes the plankton, and the plankton, the bait follows the plankton, and the whole chain of events.
Wind will push bait if bait is high enough in the water column, and that's because wind will push plankton and other microbials over to a certain, but I think that has that, but that's that really only occurs in a way that would matter to me and you if the wind is a certain direction for long enough. If the wind is only right, if for 12 hours a day the wind is going north, that might not be enough time to really make that much of a difference on a river system. It might make a difference in a certain section of river where the river is
or a lake
direction. Yes. And that's a completely different ball game.
Because we don't have tides, so
yeah. And a lake or a reservoir is a completely different ball game anyways. Yeah. So wind will affect. Steve Ransom says, agreed, Austin. It's like a turbulence with the tide and natural current fighting each other. Yep.
Great time.
Curtis says, second favorite part of fishing, boat unhooked everything away and homeward bound. Well, drive safe, buddy.
How did he do on that turkey?
I don't know. Gray Wolf says, you guys are helping me stay humble. Well, that's great, buddy.
Keep it up.
Catfishing Dreams. says that's crazy. I don't have to deal with tides. That's why I ask. Yeah, it's a weird ball game, buddy. And it's I don't know. It's just like anything else. Nobody ever will know everything. So everybody that's on the river is constantly learning something. But and then LG Bass Tom, what's up, Tom? He says outgoing tide pulls the bait out of the shallow estuaries and will position fish on the drop-offs. Incoming tides scatter the fish. Yep, there's a lot of truth to that too. I believe Tom is correct on that. Curtis says, I'm glad I don't have to worry about the tides, but at the same time, kind of would be cool because there's got to be some benefits. Definitely some benefits.
Well, yeah, you guys have current 4 times a day to where sometimes we won't have current at all for weeks.
Yeah. We also don't have current 4 times a day.
You get the tide comes in twice a day and it goes out twice a day.
Yeah, but you got a slack tide period in between those.
Yeah, but it's still going to come in and go out. So
yeah,
you're going to have 4 times a day where the water's moving.
Yes, you're right. I was just being mischievous.
And for here, like I said, water movement or current gets the fish active. If we go like days with no current, no movement at all, the bite just stinks.
You know, another benefit of the James River, I can't say this about the Mississippi because the Mississippi's fed from other rivers up further up north. But the James River will never, if the James River gets low, then we've got bigger problems. Right?
Yeah.
So I mean, the river can get to a lower
but not like the Mississippi where it's like almost dry and they can't move barges and
right.
If the James River gets low, it's probably due to a solar flare.
Yeah, an earthquake.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's
tsunami.
That's one thing about the James. If we should always have water. Like I don't think we should ever have any issue where the James is drying up or going super low.
No, they'd have to build a dam.
Yep.
And even and that would be one heck of a dam.
Yeah. That'd be a damn big dam.
It would be a big dam. You're right about that. Rhonda says, Austin, I have no clue. Neither do I. It was just a thought, and we all know I am not paid enough to think too hard about it. Yeah, neither am I. I'm not. Sometimes I do think hard about it, but I think sometimes I think so hard that I actually end up screwing myself because I go against my own gut. So there's that. But
I like to think. I get paid to do, not think.
That's true. Catfishing Dream says the Ohio River this year has been lakes between the dams.
Wow.
Yeah, so what if you read again what LG Bass, what Tom said, saying outgoing tide pulls the bait out of the shallow estuaries and will position fish on the drop-offs. Incoming tides scatter the fish. So that's basically, that coincides with what I was saying, where a river is molded to have an outgoing tide or to just be flowing in the direction of gravity, where fish act the way they're supposed to on outgoing tides, rather than, so like an incoming tide scatters them because it's the current is going against the way that the river is shaped.
Yeah.
Right. You have on the James River, on any river that's been flowing for long enough. For instance, on outside bends, you usually have deeper holes, and that's because, right, the current hits that.
Yeah, and dredges it out,
and it stretches it out and it digs at it. Well, if the current was going the other direction, more than not, and the river would
It's
look
got
different.
breathing would be okay.
The river wouldn't look the same. So
Right.
eventually it would technically it would flip. Everything you see would become an opposite in like a million years or something, or whatever. But that's my theory.
Get your weight.
Get your weight up. That's right.
I'm trying. I got my weight up at lunch today.
Yeah, no doubt. I guess.
I did too.
I'm going to get my weight up again when I get home.
There you go.
I didn't hardly eat anything today, but I plan on making up for it when I get back.
We'll get home and there won't be nothing left. My kid ate everything. That guy's like a vacuum cleaner.
Like a raccoon in a dumpster, huh?
I'm telling you, yeah. I've never seen anybody eat so much. I make like a huge crock pot of chili, and he could eat 3/4 of it in a night.
Wow.
I mean, I'm
First,
talking like 10, 15 big bowls of chili.
First, second, and third dinner.
Yeah.
Enough.
He don't
dinner
like
for a week.
leftovers, so he makes sure there's none left over.
There you go. That's me too.
We'll go to a restaurant and we'll eat at a restaurant, and then he'll order again to get something to go.
Wow.
Yeah, I've done that. It depends.
2 boxes.
Yeah, 2 boxes.
That catches
Can I get
up to you.
let me get a number 14 and a 12 and a 7. You're like, easy.
That catches up to you the older you get.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve Ransom says, I have discovered that if there is a hump under the water, that the fish will be on one side with incoming tide and the other side on outgoing.
Yeah, they're trying to get out of the current.
Yeah, they're trying to get
Hiding
into
behind it.
calmer water. But most humps aren't shaped like just this even hump. Like a lot of times, one side of the hump will be a more gradual
Yeah.
incline or decline than the other side. And the reason that is because you have one of the tides happens more than the other. One of the current directions happens more than the other, right? So, and I think the fish are just naturally like they're more comfortable with whichever direction is more common. I think it makes sense to me.
Me too.
But yeah, you're right, Steve. They will conform.
They have to. I don't think they have much of a choice.
That's true. Yeah. Well, there's a guide on the James River. He used to work where I work. But anyways, shoot, I can't even think. John Gorman. What is his name? Dang it, I can't remember his name. Anyways, Dieter Melhorn has a podcast with him, and it's about an hour long or so, and it's pretty good. He talks about his life or whatever, how he got into fishing. But long story short, Dieter asked him concerning the tides, like when's your favorite window? And he said that in his experience, his favorite window is that it doesn't matter if it's high or low. His favorite window is the first 2 hours after the tide flips. Whether it's changing to high or changing to incoming or changing to outgoing.
So he likes when it's first turning over, so the current's going, but it's not like rocket fast.
I don't know if it's a speed thing. I don't know. I don't know why he didn't really go. I'll have to watch it again because I don't remember if he really went into why.
I wonder if that's when the fish start to make their transition to get to where they're going to be. So when the current does pick up,
yeah, they start moving.
Right.
You know. And of course, but it's weird, right? We say things like they start moving, but then you could be right in the middle of a tide. Like it's been high tide, or it's been incoming for the last 3 hours, and then all of a sudden you start getting bites. It's like, well, so that kind of goes against that last theory. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
Know what I mean, Darn?
That just brings me back to where are you going to fish? In the water.
That's exactly, James. Exactly. You got to go to the water if you want to catch fish. That's the only thing that I actually know.
100% certainty on that one.
Yes.
And where there's water in Tennessee, there's catfish. So,
Steve,
I feel the same way about the James.
Yeah, Steve, that was a great podcast, but it wasn't at CatCon. It was at the they met at the Bass Pro Shops up in Ashland, up above Richmond. And Bass Pro Shops, John is he's pro staff for Bass Pro Shops. So Bass Pro Shops. Yeah. But they let him use their conference room at the Bass Pro Shops to do the podcasting.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I want to do a podcast. I've been thinking about it.
You have fun with that.
Catch a state record, and I'm sure he'll let you do it.
Yeah. I just do a podcast, a weekly podcast.
Oh, you're talking. Yeah. Okay,
yeah, because we don't have enough to do already.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to do. I'm bored all the time.
I thought you were talking about with Dieter. You catch a state record and you'll be on a podcast with Dieter.
Yeah.
He does it every time.
I'm trying.
Huh?
I'm trying to catch a state record.
Man, for us here, there's no way we'd ever get a state record because you would never be able to get Fish and Game down here. It would take them a week before they got down here.
Wow.
Let's see if I can find the name
I
of
got
it.
Now, that Micah guy, he must work right at their substation or something up there. To where he gets them, they're like right there for him.
I know one of their mamas.
I'm telling you, you can't even get anybody on the phone, let alone. I mean, you're going to have to leave messages for 2 days before you even get a call back.
John Garland. That's his name. All right, now I can go to sleep.
No, wait, don't go to sleep yet.
After the show. After the
Oh,
show.
okay.
Hey, don't rock the boat.
Don't rock the boat.
He used to work where I work, and he got good enough at catfishing where he just started doing that
Free time.
Wake up.
You. Yeah, you'll go back.
That'll be the day, Austin. That'll be the day.
Yeah, that'll be the day.
I got 11 and a half years to get good at it. If you can't tell, it's cold out here.
I know you look like like the Catfish Bandit.
You know what?
Go ahead.
I bet you that paint tank's just about empty.
Maybe they won't see you coming now.
I'm playing incognito.
Catfish Ninja.
That's right.
Be very quiet.
I'm fishing for catfish.
Get your weight up.
I'm trying.
What we whispering about?
About getting your weight up.
Hey, there's Stacy from Bank Fishing Adventures. He said, "Who is that masked man?"
It's me. Surprise.
That is
Cold out here.
he looks
It's
like
the Lone
Grandma.
Ranger.
He looks like Mima Babushka with that hat on.
Babushka. That's funny.
There he goes. Now he's
My
with
light.
the Catfish Ninja now. The man of many identities.
I'm a legend in my own mind.
There you go. Me, my babushka. Make borscht.
I want to try me mama bagushka.
Yeah, that didn't work well.
Oh
Do that
boy.
again, Jody. Do that again.
Me mama bagushka.
It
Oh my
changes every
goodness.
time.
That's as bad as her
Baboosh.
Webble Wibble cap. Webble Wibble cat.
Wibble wibble wats. Yeah.
Calling devil.
Yeah, she said devil river cat the other day.
That was funny. The devil. I mean, wait a minute.
Crappy Day Fish On says you can't get fish and game until you throw a illegal bait. Then they're right over your shoulder. Yeah, that's true.
No, I'm telling you, they're pretty hard to get a hold of up here or down here.
Yeah. Steve Ransom says that podcast is titled James River Monster Catfish Captain John Garland. If anyone wants to look it up. Yeah,
I think I saw that one.
That's a really good podcast. He talks about when he was a kid and he used to see the elders in the community walking up the street, because he grew up in Richmond, walking up the street with fish on stringers over their shoulder, and everybody would come outside and, because it was a community, right? So they knew that they were going to have some fried fish that evening, and those guys were like the heroes. They were like the heroes of the community, and he said, I want to be like that, like those guys. And so he started going to there's a local park that has a pond, and in this pond there's goldfish, and he started fishing for these goldfish. And he would put these goldfish in a Dixie cup with water in it, and then as people would walk by, he would sell them the goldfish for like a nickel a piece. And then he would take that money and he would go buy a honey bun and a Coca-Cola and go watch his dad play softball. And all the other kids would wonder how the heck he had money for a honey bun and a Coca-Cola. So then he liked that feeling that he was making money. He said that was the first making money from fishing. And I could probably narrate the whole podcast, but I'm not going to. But
yeah, nowadays they'd be going, hey, you got your bait license? Yeah. You got to get this license and that license.
It was a really good story, though. It was a really good story. Very interesting. Sounds like something that I would have done when I was a kid,
I kind of did that.
Yeah.
I would catch water dogs and bring to school and sell $2 a dozen to the boys.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
We would just go buy bulk stuff up in the city and then come back to the school and sell it for $0.25 a piece.
Yep.
Like those little sour balls or the
yeah,
fireballs, whatever.
Yep.
They stopped them. They was doing that at our high school, middle school, and they stopped them from doing it because it was keeping them from selling stuff out of their vending machines.
Yep. When I was a teenager, I used to catch catfish, and then we would have the neighbors over for a big fish fry. And I remember that feeling, like that I provided those catfish.
Yeah.
And everybody was, happy and having a good time. And I remember that was always a really cool feeling that I provided that or whatever. And I'll never forget it. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun back then. There's Troy again. He says, y'all need to go home and go to bed. Y'all getting delirious now.
I'm going to have to go to Walmart and buy a catfish to cook.
Catfishing Dream says, exactly why I love fishing in Ohio. Whatever bait I want to use, I can as long as it's legally caught.
Next week
It's
we'll keep
pretty much same thing here, other than there's a couple protected
Yeah.
species. Like you can't go out there and catch a baby sturgeon and use that. But you know, there's really not other than a couple protected species. Yeah, that's what we got here. Yeah, Catfish and Dreams says y'all were hustlers. There you go. Dale Hayslip says that he would just go cash in pop bottles.
Yep.
Curtis Common says most of the counties around me in Ohio, they have the game warden's cell phones on the website. Yep. Greg Burgess says here in Louisiana, kids don't have to have a license till they are 16.
Same here.
Yeah, to fish, that's the same with Virginia. Hunting and fishing. Now you got to take for hunting, you got to take a hunter's education course. But you don't have to have a license.
Right.
Or a hunter's safety course, anyways. Which isn't a horrible idea. But yeah, 16 years old. And then you can do like the lifetime licenses, and if you have small children, and you also, if you have the means to do it, then that's before that kid is 2 years old is your best window. That's your best deal for getting them a lifetime fishing or hunting license.
You just hope that they want to
do what?
Then you just have to hope that they want to fish when they get older.
Yeah, but still, you take that chance, but it's going to save. If they do want to fish, it's going to save you and them a pile of money.
Yeah.
In the long run. I think there's also a good window. Like if you're like over 65, then they give you a pretty good deal on a lifetime license, which is kind of messed up to think about. But they're like, oh, you probably aren't going to fish for another, however many years anyways. So, but the last two kids that we've had, my dad has bought the lifetime license as their first. I think he does it as their first birthday present. So that's nice. Really cool.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. That's something like I really didn't even think about it. And he did it with the first one, and I was like, dang, that was a good idea. Greg Burgess says, I need to check to see if I even need a license being 70 years old. I'm sure you need some form. They're going to get their money. We're going to lay back here a little bit, get a little comfy. In Missouri at 65, you no longer need a license. Oh, really?
You got them all choked up.
I did. I raised my my pitch, and it made me cough. In Missouri at 65, you no longer need a license. Okay. I guess I'll eat crow on that one. That surprised me.
Yeah, my dad got his lifetime license. I think it was free when he hit 65.
Yep. Well, that's kind of the same thing as just not needing a license, but
right.
Yeah. And Catfishing Dream says in Ohio it's like $500 and some chains for a lifetime under 65. Yeah. It's not quite that much here. It's and there's brackets. Like if you're, I'm pretty sure that if your kid is like younger than 2 years old or something, it's the best deal. And then it starts going up in price.
If you can draw retirement, then you should get free fishing license.
I agree.
I agree. Yeah, Crappy Day says, just show your ID. And Steve Ransom says, Greg, you may want to read it yourself, but what I see is born before June of 1910. You don't need one. No, not 1910. But he says that's 83 years old. Well, that wouldn't be 1910 then.
He said 19R, but I think
It'd be 1930. No, that'd be 1940. Great day. What year is it?
2023.
2023.
Yeah. Yeah, 1940 is what that would be. Honestly, once you hit 60, says Catfishing Dreams, there shouldn't be a fishing license regulation, and you shouldn't even need it. Yeah. But like Jody said, once you know, if you've been assuming you've been a productive member of society and you've been putting money towards Social Security, once you can start drawing retirement, you shouldn't have to buy a fishing license. To be perfectly honest, it's almost upsetting that anybody has to buy a fishing license at all. But if it was just free, then there wouldn't be any money for them to enforce anything and regulate anything. So it'd be a free for all, and we probably wouldn't have the resources that we have today. So, you know,
there's a reason for everything.
yeah. But it's crazy. It's just crazy in a somewhat free country that you have to get permission from the government to fish. Like if you think about it that way. But then what are you going to do? You're going to take it upon yourself to keep people from doing the wrong things on the river? Nobody's got time to do that. Not on a regular basis. There's David Smith. He says, hey, happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Hey, David, you too. Thank you very much for coming in.
Yep.
Hey, David.
All right, we got about 10 more minutes, y'all. It's 11:49. We'll wrap this up at midnight. I put fresh bait on my hooks every time I move this evening. Got a couple of hits, but nothing wanted to hook up.
You know, I can't really complain about the people I meet at the ramps and stuff.
Yeah.
They all kind of look out for me.
Except for the ones that hide in the bushes.
Well, they're looking out for me too.
That's true.
But yeah, you know, you recognize people because you see them. Usually they're the same people fishing over and over.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't recognize them, but they'll come up to me like, did you get me bait last time I was down here? And I'm like, did I? And they said, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, those people are cool.
But people remember when you've been good to them. And
Yes, they do. It pays to be nice to people.
well, I don't do it to get nothing in return, but
Well, yeah,
you know,
it pays dividends.
Except for
yeah,
kindness in return.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm a karma guy.
Yeah.
I'm a karma guy. I believe in karma.
Yeah.
I used to be a bank angler, so I always try to give them bait when we get back if we have if we have bait. Always trying to hook people up.
Yeah. I don't know if I really think of. I don't know. I just don't put that much, or I don't put a whole lot of thought into really anything that I do, except for sometimes I put too much thought into fishing. But like, I guess I just try to be a nice person to people that either deserve that or people I don't know. You know, like unless you deserve to be yelled at, I'm not going to yell at you or whatever.
I mean, old school. Treat others as you want to be treated.
Yeah, you know, it's basic, I guess.
95% of the time, if you do something to me, I let it slide. I don't say nothing to you.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Jody, you don't let nothing slide.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed that I say things to people a lot less now than I used to. And I think that's just because I have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Like I think I don't know, like I think sometimes like I don't want, like if I'm live and somebody does something that I think they need to be told, like that you shouldn't do that. Like a lot of times if I'm live or whatever, or if I'm making a video or whatever, like I just won't say anything. I won't say anything because I don't want people that are watching,
he's a jerk,
to take it the wrong way or something, you know, like because they might not have all the context, you know, so I don't know.
Hey, real quick, let me answer Steve's question about the gillnet. The gillnet license runs from January to December. So if you can't renew it right now. You have to wait till January 1 to be able to renew it till December again.
Yeah, you can buy one
lay
right
down
now,
up on
it's only
top
going
of
to be good for a month.
Right, you can buy. Yeah, exactly. You can buy it now, but it's only good till December 31st. Yeah, I don't think you can renew it until after the first year, but I could be wrong on that.
Yeah, I think you're right.
What are you looking for?
I'll get my stuff ready.
Oh.
Tim Molina. How you doing, Tim? Thanks for coming in.
What's up, Tim? He says, women never forget. We all know that, Jody.
Yeah, no doubt.
I don't want no confrontation on the water.
Yeah, but the second we get off the water, ooh.
No.
On like Donkey Kong.
Yeah. I always tell people, you guys don't know both Jodys. You only know the YouTube Jody.
Yeah.
There's a different.
You don't know the other Jody that's like a sailor cussing and. Oh, I'm telling you.
I don't believe you, James.
Well, they did.
I met her at CatCon. She was nice.
Yeah, that's her YouTube Jody up there. That's what that is. That's really hard for her up there because she's got to keep it turned on like that the whole time. Yeah.
Everybody lets one slip every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Even me.
I get excited. I can't help it sometimes.
Well, I felt bad on that last tournament with Palmetto on his channel. I went off on that stupid boat that tried to sink me.
Yeah, I was watching that.
Yeah, I really try not to lose my cool, but that was just way over the top. That guy was like 20 feet off of us.
But I think Kevin handled it really well.
Yeah, well, I think, I do too, but I just hated that, to lose control on his channel.
Yeah.
I don't think I dropped a lot of, just one quick F-bomb maybe.
I'll tell you, I mean, we heard the first one, but I didn't hear anything after that.
Yeah, I think I caught myself pretty quick. But I mean, that guy he's all giving me, he's trying to flip me off when I'm anchored.
Right.
Where does he want me to go? He had the whole river on the other side, and he's got to be 20 feet off me.
Which
In a
tournament?
big house, a big cabin cruiser like that? No way.
Which tournament was that?
The one we just had.
The King of the Tennessee.
Yeah,
Oh,
King of the
really?
Tennessee.
Yeah.
I was in and out of that. I was seeing how if you guys were gonna take my number one spot.
Man, I'm telling you, it was anybody's game really all the way to the end. I mean, it was only like maybe.
It worked out Ryan Brennan because it didn't make sense.
Yeah, the guy who won, it didn't really change anything for anybody because it didn't hurt us, but
And then
it had to be shamed.
yeah, they gave our belt away to somebody who ain't from here, so that's wrong. But but that guy, he's a really good fisherman though. So
you lost
Ryan.
Ryan.
That's to your gloves.
Ryan is really good. He's good at traveling to different places and figuring.
What's that? It doesn't have ice in it.
Steve Ransom says, Dustin, James, and Jody, thank you all for staying out a little bit longer and freezing for us to hang out.
Absolutely.
Good conversation tonight.
Absolutely. Yes,
Very
it
good. I think there were a lot of good points, good conversation, lots of laughs, a couple fish.
Always lots of laughs. Though.
What more do you want?
Especially when Jody was waking up going,
I think that deserves either a membership or a super chat, but that's just me. I'm Oh. Dustin's got a fish.
Oh, God dang it.
Really?
Boy, they're just picking on you tonight, Dustin.
Yeah.
It went down real slow, and then I reeled up on it. I felt him, and then he pulled off.
Daggone it.
Dang it.
Dang, blasted.
Dag blasted fish.
Yep.
Now they're laughing at you.
Now the birds are even laughing at you.
Didn't know I had an audience up there.
Catfishing Dream says, Steve, I don't think Austin is freezing. Nope. Austin is not freezing tonight.
My toes are freezing.
Mm.
Even though I have
I didn't even have to turn I didn't even have to turn my socks on tonight.
Yeah, quiet, James.
It's a weird sentence.
Yeah, I didn't have to turn my socks on. Somebody's probably going, what the heck are they talking about?
Yeah.
Who turns socks on?
Yes. Stacy said, fish on, fish off. Yep.
Yeah,
that fish was like Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, a lot of short bites lately.
Yep. That's what Brandon just said. The fish are
they're lacking commitment.
I think it's their lack of energy.
Yeah.
Because they're cold. Uh-oh.
Steve said, no, Austin is wearing a flannel in his easy chair. I know he isn't cold. No. My wife keeps this house cold, though. And I like a cooler house, too. But
I sleep better if it's cold.
Oh, definitely. You know, but sometimes she has it, I mean, cold up in here. I start feeling sorry for my children. I'm over here bundled up. She's over there like a dang polar bear.
Shorts and a tank top.
She's like a penguin walking around the house.
All right, I'm gonna start reeling in my rods one by one.
Yep, that's what we're doing.
Nice.
Or that's what Jody's doing.
Nice and slow.
Yeah, we'll be right back out here tomorrow doing the same thing.
Very nice. Very nice.
I'll just be at home, nice and warm.
Yeah, you'll be warm tomorrow.
Right.
I'm going out on Sunday.
Sunday.
Austin, you fishing stand day on Sunday?
No,
Okay.
no, I'm not. No, tonight at Thanksgiving dinner, I offered to take my sister on the boat with me.
Oh, nice.
And I don't think we're going to launch until 9 or 10. And then probably 10, because neither one of us wanted to get up early. And then we're not going to fish very late either. But I don't know if I'll even make a video. I think we'll just, if something happens, we might make a couple of YouTube shorts or something like that. But
it's nice to come out and not do anything like for the video or live or.
Yeah. Well, I
Just
just
come out, relax, and do some fishing.
It's been a long time since me and my sister have, gone out and done something together or whatever, just the two of us or whatever. So, and
Yeah, that's cool.
she hasn't been on this boat since I've had it, and we're just, just want to spend time with each other or whatever. So
Yeah, I can't believe my kid hasn't even come out on the boat since I've gotten it.
that is crazy to me.
I know.
If I was your neighbor, I'd be on.
No, I have. I mean, almost. Well, I've taken a lot of people out.
Yeah.
The guy that just redid my cabin is going to come down here one day next week with a buddy, and I'm going to take him out.
Oh, cool.
So.
Yeah, and that I thought about going live with my sister because she said she wouldn't mind, but the area that I'll be taking her, I notoriously have bad signal at, so that's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, there's some really good areas to fish out here where you got a really good shot at getting some big fish, but there's no cell signal down there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to being able to go to a spot that has bad signal and not have to worry about whether or not I have signal.
Yeah.
Just go ahead, just fish it, just fish it like it's
never been fished before.
Yep, like it's 1989.
That's right.
Yeah, fish it real good. Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah.
You know what helps them putting those rods away, Jody? Is if you have the handle for the fishing.
Freezing. They don't know what freezing is.
Like the same angle as the pole is.
Yeah.
Feels
like not up and down,
degrees.
but going along the way where the pole is, they don't get hung up as much.
It gets that cold here too, Lance. Just not yet.
You want to do it?
Huh?
You want to do it?
No, I'm telling you. I'm just giving you a hint.
I think last year was 5 degrees on Christmas.
I'm just saying it's easier if you have the handle running.
One more.
Tim Molina says it's almost CatCon.
No, I'm just.
I know.
It's a suggestion. You can put them any way you want. I'm just saying.
So if you want that different way,
Right there.
Hey, James.
Yep.
Hey, James.
Yeah.
Tim Molina says it's almost CatCon, James and Jody.
Yeah, I know.
He says y'all promised to take him out on the boat. Just a reminder.
At CatCon?
I just read it.
I'm not bringing my boat up to CatCon.
I'll take it out to see. He wants, but I don't know that water thing.
Yeah, I don't know. The water's up there.
Well, I'm sure the boat still floats up there.
I'm sure it does too, but I'm not gonna. I'm not hauling it all the way up there and then have to worry about it in the parking lot the whole time.
9 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, 8 miles a gallon.
Promise is a promise. I don't know about all that.
You come down this way, no problem.
Come on, Tim.
Ah,
Calm down.
there's always a caveat, Tim.
come down a week early to Tennessee.
Yep.
Greg Burgess says, hello, Dustin. Enjoyed the show. See you guys next time. Take care, Greg.
All right, Greg.
Yep.
Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it.
Bank Fishing Adventures. Stacy says, there ain't crap in Louisville. LOL.
No, there's water.
It's awful
And then,
water.
well, Tim Molina says, okay, bet. He'll come down there.
All right.
That's what he said.
I think it's only about it's like a 3-hour drive from my house to CatCon. 3, maybe 4. It's probably 2 hours for Jody.
It's like 2-day drive from where he's at CatCon.
Hey, real quick, before Dustin ends this, I'll just say, if you haven't, hit the like button. I think the anglers really deserve that tonight. Out there in the cold, putting in work. And always remember that you can become a TSW channel member, a Whisker Warrior.
A Whisker Warrior.
For a low, low price, you can support Dustin and Sean in their fishing adventures. And so that we can, it's easier for them to come out here and do what they're doing right now. And not to mention, if you need some fishing gear, you can always use TSW10 at FOAcustomsandgear.com. And right now, you can use Give23 for a Black Friday sale at FOAcustomsandgear.com. Get 23% off whatever you want. And then after that, and that's good till Saturday, through Saturday. After Saturday, you can use TSW10 for whatever you want.
Just as a caveat to that, it's the Black Friday sale or Thanksgiving sale is also their 1-year anniversary.
Yep.
F.O.A. Customs and Gear.
Yep. So 23% off of an order is a dang good deal. A dang good deal.
Yes, it is.
And even if you don't want a Freddie rod or really sharp hooks, you can always get Freddie pours his own sinkers in-house. So you can get 23% off some sinkers. And anybody, all of us could use that deal. So there's always stuff like that.
Support your veterans.
That's right. Thank you, Jody. That's a good point. It's a veteran-owned and operated business, small business.
Then you got Nina. She's a female business owner.
Yep. Very true. Very true. Many, many, many good reasons to support Freddie and Nina. Whoa, boom, boom, bam. Crappy Day Fish on with the $10 super chat. Coffee for the ride home. Thanks for the holiday conversation.
Well, thank you, Crappy Day.
Very cool. Thank you, Crappy Day. Thanks a lot. There you go. Rhonda dropping the link and the code for F.O.A. Customs and Gear and their 1 year / Black Friday sale. Thank you, Rhonda. Very cool. Very cool. Great job, guys. Great job. Everybody working together. I like it.
All right. It's cold out here. Thank you, Crappy Day. I really appreciate that. Thank you, everybody that stayed in here with us this evening. And I hope you all enjoyed the show. I know I did. I had fun, a lot of fun out here. I always have fun out here with y'all. Hopefully soon we'll be able to get Sean back out here on the boat. his kids are running him ragged with sports, but he'll be back out here, and we'll be back together again, whether it's on his boat or this boat. But thank y'all for all your support. We really appreciate everything that y'all do for us. And on behalf of Sean and the rest of the Team Snaggin Whiskers crew, just want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody had a fantastic holiday week, has an even better holiday weekend, and is safe in any travels that you're going to make between now and then. We will be on, Stan will have his show at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, Eastern time, Friday night Cat Chat. And then 9 o'clock, Jody's show comes on. You'll see me there hosting that from 9 to midnight on Pontoon Jodi's channel. So thank you all very much. Go check those. Everybody that's ever been on our show, the link is in the description. F.O.A. Customs and Gear is in the description. Ancient Mariner reels and rods. They've been a huge help for us. So their link is in the description. Go check them out. Use code TSW10 for FOACustomsandgear.com. Use code Fever10, 2 stands 10. Just go check out FOACustomsandgear.com. And right now, like Austin said, the what is
Give 23.
Give 23. It eludes me. Give 23. But like I said, as always, Austin, thank you for coming up. James and Jody, thank you all so much for coming up and making this a fishing show.
No problem.
We hope you all have a wonderful evening, safe trip back to the ramp, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night.
Alrighty.
No problem, buddy.
All right, y'all. We'll talk to y'all later. Thank y'all so much.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.